know if it ever was heaven here, but that's just me.
Well, heaven in what? What do you mean?
It's like I'm gonna be honest with you. Was it really heaven if you end up like just giving woman all the power, and then suddenly you're realizing that everything becomes fake and gay?
Dude, like that all happened when they were like they needed equality in heaven, right? And they had the goddess of love, right? But the goddess of love is just like, oh yeah, no, I love
an irrational woman, yeah, obviously.
Exactly, a fucking irrational. Honestly, we have like I have the goddess of like hate being like the minister of defense, and honestly, she's pretty effective. I'm actually kind of scared of her. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. But it's always better to have a hateful woman than.
And the goddess of can you believe? I can't believe I managed to take over there like the goddess of fertility, like that. She somehow just joined our side. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
Oh, it's pretty easy when you're always fertile.
Yeah, no.
No, it's very.
It's like it's like, oh yeah, but like a woman's job can't be fertility anymore. Men can get pregnant too. They said in heaven, so they went to hell instead. And that she has been way more efficient here as well. Like honestly,
yeah, nature is healing, but not in the way you expect.
Not in the way I expect. Honestly, like they had like a communist being like the financial minister in hell at first, right? Because the most evil person would be in charge of hell, right? You would think. But after I became king, I replaced him with
with the small heads. They're probably far better.
Jon Snow, with the tall-headed man from Dark Souls. He was in Dark Souls, but he was like cut because he wasn't cool enough, I think. But fuck, man, he did a pretty good fucking job. And they just said like in the past, like we in hell used to be evil, right? But now since I am king, it was pretty cool, right? Because we don't have regulations, I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? So God is like, you should punish the sinners. And I'm like, yeah, but like, what if we just watched hentai instead? So now I just have like massive televisions everywhere in hell, so that there were hentai plays 24/7. I think that makes sense. I think it was a worthy, use of the taxpayers' money in hell. Eternal doesn't matter where you end up. I think the citizens actually don't mind paying taxes here because we do things like that. Except there are some we do have some crazy Wokies, right? Because a lot of them are in hell because they're not good people, right? So I have to deal with a lot of them, and it's really tiring, very, very stressful. How did you deal with that? How did you deal with when you were king of hell?
Oh, easy. I immediately sent to the prison.
Hell prison, my favorite prison.
It's like you separate the crazies.
You sent him to super hell.
Look. You simply do the following thing. You have some type of tiers going on, right? And the crazier they get, the more separated they need to be from the more sane ones.
I don't understand that every time I boot up 14, I even booted up while the screen is in 1440p, and somehow it still comes back in 4K every time. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong. What happened? What's up?
I can't say anymore because the insanity there is that 40s should be able to remember the settings. I think
it used to, but now it doesn't do it anymore.
You're constantly changing it back. I assume, right?
Yes. Really weird. System configurations and display setting. Yeah, it also constantly goes back to full screen when I have it on board. It is really weird. Yeah, now it's 1440p, and the FPS increases dramatically.
I just learned recently.
What's up?
And this video is 2 years old almost. Oh wait, it is. Is it? Who cares? Who cares about the details? The most important part is that. So for some people, sleeping is an ick.
What? And some of those people are called Kaguya. Do you remember when was it Shirogane? Shirogane? Remember when the male MC from like Kaguya-sama Love is War finally got a good vest and she hated it? Because he gained normal eyes. Remember?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what I imagine when you describe people having the ick from sleeping.
Or sleepers, yeah. You know, taking a nap, such a horrible thing.
Imagine
to do, you know?
sleeping. I wish I could sleep. Finally, women will not have to ick about me because I can't sleep.
I would love to actually be able to be sleeping, but I'm here.
Yep. To be fair, it is very easy to fall asleep while playing 14 because nothing interesting happens.
Doubly so right now. Wait, let me go back to.
Why?
Oh fuck!
Why
now
is
I
it?
have to tank.
Why is it immediate?
Never mind. Right now. Oh, for fuck's sake! Come on. Let me DPS.
Wow. I wish it was always this fast.
We just came at the right hour. Everybody, where the last remaining population is doing their dailies.
I would say it's pretty accurate to say last remaining population. It's the battle boss. You know, I always loved the the Final Fantasy 1 design of the Warrior of Light, but the lipstick, man. The lipstick like bothers me.
I mean, you see, at this point, I think the man is just needs some blood and oxygen. I think that's what is the issue now.
Well, I'm a vampire. I have basically infinite blood. Maybe I should share some.
I mean, shouldn't you be just as white?
I am! Kinda. Why do you think my hair is white?
Oh, that doesn't count. Dracula was black at some point.
Also, I have a lot of blood in me. That's why, you know how much I ate? Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Tell me.
I thought I pressed the button, but apparently I did not.
Who's this Dark Knight who thinks he's also supposed to be in front of the boss?
Come on, let's duo tank.
No, he's not even. Doesn't even have his tank stance on it. He's like, yeah, let me share the cleaves. Fucking idiot.
Why is he share? Why does he want to share the damage with you? What?
You just stay away.
It's a pause button.
Guess so.
What does it mean? It's a play button this time. What does it mean? Oh, why am I taking damage? From what?
I think you just got hit by the fire anyway.
But I was in the
Just walked
donuts!
into the AoE.
I don't know, like the screen got dark and I thought maybe you should stand on the light instead. No, the light kills me, okay. Now I know.
Says
Sorry, I didn't know. I thought I saw darkness. I thought, oh no, I'm afraid of darkness. That scares me.
supposed to be the Warrior of Light.
Yeah, you know, that's what I thought. But no, I guess the dancer thought that too. What happened?
Oh, nothing, Jess. We got changed. You're just dead.
No, I was supposed to revive. I got the revive prompt and everything, and then it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No reviving for you. You cock. Can anyone explain what the fuck is happening? My god! Here we are. We Asians have been forced to retreat time and time again, and you will meet that. Alright. Oh no. Dude, I'm already dead. How am I divine?
Just spam your buttons. Just spam your keyboard. It works.
Wait, I can do the keyboard too?
Yes, you can do the keyboard too.
I was just I was doing it with mouse alone. clutch of the crystal and S7 to your breast, titties, and then your heart. Tits are heart. And so it ends in an unceremonious silence. Oh god, so this cutscene is gonna play every time we have to redo this fight. That's great. I can't wait for the extreme.
I might just be sped up.
I can't wait for the extreme and for the Go, my children. Bye!
Alright, that's... What was his name again? Emmett Shell's hand wave.
Wait, how though? Emmett Shell from the future. Talk to him from the past. To go to the future to go like, hey dude, like, let's just help out. Also, it'd be cool if this were our characters.
I know.
So, at face.
I'm gonna lie, it was a bit slow. I don't know.
Holy shit, he has 4 limit bars! We're fucked!
Do I have to use my bar here to block the attack?
Thank LB now.
Yeah.
Ah, it's a remix of the main theme.
Oh my god, I think there's a pin issue. Holy shit.
Oh, is the ping bad?
For me it is. The OCGs feel so fucking sluggish to fire off. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's not good.
You know, you two can tank this. I don't know, thank you.
And that's what don't you know? Samurai is a tank class. We all know this.
It's gonna be a donut, I guess. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that.
You do sound like
but
you're
you know,
a bit
because
behind.
of the pin issues.
Yeah, it sounds like
yeah,
you're
it
behind.
is the ping issue.
It actually is the ping. What the fuck? Like for me, wait, but did I get hit too?
Yes, Jess, the pin.
Holy shit, is the pin that bad? What the fuck happened? Like, that should not have hit me. What's happening in the game? So basically, we're gonna have to look into the future and dodge earlier. I hope you're ready to predict the future. What the? Oh no. I hope the ping doesn't fuck everyone.
No, it's alright.
That's good.
6 people is...
Watch out, there's a tank buster coming.
I just got it in time. I say that because the pin is so bad.
Maybe I should fight to the limit. This is the next thing he's doing. I'm gonna have to beat out what he's doing because of the pin. Radiant Braver.
But you don't know what it does.
He's doing a limit break.
Alright,
he's hitting me.
Stay away from each other. Oh fuck, that was like a Lionel AoE.
To the limit, he's doing it again.
Oh, this time we have to stack.
Oh, but the stack markers are weird.
Wait. Oh my... Oh, I see. No, that wasn't a pin. That was me not seeing it in time.
That can happen too, to be fair.
It's a split thing. What they call tank buster.
Oh my god, how am I gonna escape?
Yeah, that's the importance here.
Did you not?
Well, what had to happen there is that the...
I don't get this darkness part though. What are we supposed to do here?
Just wait for the lines to be drawn and then don't stand in where it closest. So get away from the middle.
Oh no, the pause button!
Then you stand still.
I stood still. So I guess when the play button is, then we have to move.
Basically, what it is, if we've seen it right, is when you get a debuff, right? And as long as the debuff is up based on the elements, you have to either move or stand still. And as you notice, the pause button says it all, right?
Yeah. So just as I said, I'm not stupid at this.
No, you are. You said it yourself. Many times.
That's not because of my lack of confidence, Ennis.
I'm not. I don't feel like that.
What the fuck are you doing? Is it a good idea to withstand? This is a different...
I didn't see double, so...
Well, I think I'm fucked, not gonna lie. And an ad phase? No, this is just dragons. What the fuck do the dragons do? Oh god.
AoE.
I hope I don't get fucked by the ping again. To the bitter ends. It's a tank buster. Oh god.
Early.
Ah, limit break, let's go. We did it, we won. Your ping is no match for our... Did you guys also have that thing? We will never know.
Yeah, Dark Knight, you're looking pretty sick though. Glamour recommendation. I'm not getting any answers and I'm moving out.
Oh, it is what it is. Now we're gonna go back to meetings.
Thankfully, with all the meetings, we don't have to worry about the bad ping again.
I'd rather worry about the bad ping, to be honest.
Why? We're in the meetings anyway.
No, it's like I'd rather play the game. That's what I mean.
What? Playing a game?
That's the shit. That's the barrier of cringe. Anyone cringe worthy cannot cross it.
Wait a second. Then I put this thing on autoplay.
This is just a cutscene that happens automatically. Because, you know, it's animated and stuff. They actually have animations for this one, Ennis. I know it's a shock. Because, you know, we're used to meetings. Finally, something cool is happening. I recognize this track, but I don't remember exactly.
Yes, it's the main team.
From Shadowbringers?
Shadowbringers main team, yeah.
Damn, there's so many different forms of... The Shadowbringers main team has a lot of different versions. B-ball! We are friends. We do things together. Honestly, if cutscenes were more like this, cool. If cutscenes were more like this, I wouldn't mind fucking hour-long cutscenes, but no.
Awesome. We used the light of the fucking crystal tower to eliminate an Asian.
That's racist.
You know, I guess it makes sense. Asians are pretty small, so they are weak to tall things.
I should have responded to that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for my crystal god figurine.
It will be fucking $500. It will come with a free emote though. I made a joke, but I think they actually did that.
Like, how expensive that you stole a figure was.
It was very expensive. It was not like $600 actually, unironically.
Nope.
You should look it up. Of course, when we are getting to the meetings.
Nice, because the child Asian bit was we can take home.
Okay, so I don't really know how I'm gonna explain this to the authorities. This...
ゾディアークになればみんなを救えると思ってけれどなった後にも仲間たちの嘆きが聞こえたんだ。世界の行く末についてたくさんの意見が出た。そんなことは珍しいから委員会のみんなが悩んでいた。だったらエリディブスが手助けしに行かないと。そう思ってゾディアークからこぼれ落ちたんだ。そう、私は好きだったんだ。
It's kind of insane that we're ending the Asian plotline with Shadowbringers.
Aren't they? Wasn't there one on the moon though? So like, isn't there actually just one more we don't know about?
Who knows? Come on. At the very least, I know this guy feels like it should have been the final Asian, unless you know.
Yeah, but
Walker says something else.
What is the one about? What about the one that's on the moon though?
Wasn't it him that was on the moon though?
But wouldn't that imply that they have some maybe there's someone else on the moon as well? We have to go to the moon in the next one, so I'm gonna assume there's a reason for that. The moon has something, and I don't think it's cheese.
Yeah, it's Xenos.
Xenos came for the cheese. Now that I think about it, right? Like, you know, like horror Goku, where it's like, I heard you're pretty strong. Now I think about it, that's just Xenos. It literally is just Xenos. No! I'm gonna have to fix another goddamn problem! There's gonna be more meetings! You can...
Yes, we're almost finished 5.3, so what else do you expect?
The next two expansions are just gonna be more meetings to like fix shit, I guess. You know, maybe this would be more emotional and impactful if I didn't know that they were just gonna, you know, unstatue the statue.
Damn you, Endwalker trailer.
If it wasn't the Endwalker trailer, it was the one SpongeBob and Patrick video. God forbid we had a character actually die though. Can't have that. These stairs are fake! These emotions mean nothing! Anyway, the next adventure, Of course I'll take you with me on our next adventure. So how do you feel about doing odd jobs on an island? He's laughing now, he doesn't realize how boring our adventures are most of the time. Wait until we get to Yountville.
Wanna pick up some pebbles?
You're gonna move those boxes like it's a Tales of puzzle, you're gonna like it. Now strike a pose.
Make it the most epic pose you can think. Now maybe using a staff wouldn't be so cool. Let me give you my great sword and you can hold it as a pose.
Honestly, we should take a screenshot so we can say safe for the moment, you know? Hey, remember when you became a crystal statue? Funniest shit I've ever seen.
How I feel about the fact that maybe sometimes characters should, you know, even if you don't want to, probably should stay dead.
Honestly, it's like, you know, at the very least, if you're not planning to kill them off permanently, then the emotional scenes don't... They only work when characters can actually die. Otherwise, I'm just thinking, okay, well, that sucks. We're gonna save him later, though. It's kind of the same thing with the plotline of like, oh man, if you don't escape this realm, you're all gonna die. We know they're gonna be saved. We know they'll be fine.
Now, if the Sultaness was actually dead at the beginning of this entire series, then actually we could have a moment of fear because, you know, it could happen. We could lose a main character. Anyway, before those meetings, I have to help my brother. I'll be right back.
And it's gonna have a meeting with his brother. Oh, great. How many more meetings do we need to have before it's over? And as we just started and you're gone? Jesus fucking Christ. How has it already been 40 minutes? What the fuck? No, it's been half an hour. It's only been half an hour. And we are just really fucking late when it comes to streaming. Wow, someone is stealing videos. There's a Moogle Tome event. I actually rarely get 14 content on recommendations nowadays. That's kind of rare. Wow, wat een odd vondje. Can the GeForce 5090 do 8K? Lol, no.
This video is sponsored by
What will come first? 8K gaming as the new standard? 8K prices for graphics card. 8K prices, definitely.
engine and stuff. So a lot of this game's
Shall we? Ah. Man. Imagine jumping straight into the chaos of Onigashima with no context. Sounds about right. I'm not sure if I should just start playing Pokemon. I don't know how long this will take. I don't want to play more Pokemon. I've played that game for 45 fucking hours. And then immediately the fucking announcement comes. Hi, yo, Pokemon presentation 27th. Haha, have fun making the video in 4 days, asshole. Okay. Thanks. I have 4 days. I'm fucked. It really makes me wonder if I should include some things. But I might skip over most of the animated stuff. Definitely, I guess I'm not gonna spend too much time on all the extra stuff I wanted to do. Anyway, last time I caught a shiny Hoppip, because that's the last shiny I caught for the event. Isn't that funny? I hate my life. Right. I always like how someone will just jump in at some point and go like, this isn't Final Fantasy 14. It is now. This is the true Final Fantasy 14 experience. I'm lying. If this was the true Final Fantasy 14 experience, I'd be having a meeting right now. Yes! Alright, I just need to find the right Pokemon to catch it with. Well, I'm definitely not gonna use all this anytime soon now, am I? Does Sleeping Powder even work? No. Perfect. This is exactly what this is exactly the Pokemon I wanted. It seems he cannot do anything but fucking put powders on me. I think it's safe to use Pokeballs. Yes. Special attack, negative nature. That's bad. Adamant is not good for Venusaur. I don't think. No. Hopefully we can change that at some point. He does have really good special attack IVs, which is what I want. Alright. I'm definitely happy with this. I really wanted to find an Ivysaur, Venusaur. He can become Mega level. He can go Mega too. Nah, that's nice. If only you were shiny, but no. That went to the Hoppip instead. It'd be fun if the next Pokemon were shiny too, just fuck with me more. It could happen. I've had some experiences. I don't really know what's gonna appear here. I really just want a fucking Thunderstone. I've gotten like 8 fucking Ice Stones. Or some shit. And then a bunch of every other stone I got as well, but not a Thunderstone. Which is what I want. Seed Bomb. Considering, what is its physical attack? I mean, it's not that much different from special at the moment, but, you know, that's gonna change later. But I guess it's better than Fine Whip at this point. Yep. But, you know, Venusaur is gonna be more of our tank anyway, I suppose. He doesn't have a poison. No, he doesn't have a poison attack yet. Ah, light, of course. Nothing fucking happens. And apparently it's gonna stay that way for a while. There we go, there's the Toxic. Might as well catch him. Do you know how many Pokeballs I got that I can't use later on anyway? Yeah, exactly. I have no idea how good this Pokemon even is. I don't think Whipsicott is very good, as far as I know. Oh man, I really wanted to go to the construction site though, but that ain't happening, I don't think. No. Ooh, this! Look at the shopping bags. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, there's a merchandise in every direction. It looks like there are 4 counters. TM could be good. A vitamin, but TM and vitamin sounds really good though. What TMs would I want though? It's still the beginning of the game. I think I want to go for vitamins instead actually. You can increase the HP or defense, both are good options, but usually HP is better. We're gonna give it to Ivysaur because he's gonna be our main tank. I don't know when if I'm ever gonna replace Golbat. Nidoking is pretty nice. I would replace him. I already got so many poison types though, so I guess I'm not gonna use Nidoking this time around. The thing is, like, Nidoking is pretty cool, especially when you have Sheer Force and a Life Orb, but I have never come across a Life Orb in this game. So I'm not certain that's gonna work out. It's better than Water Gun, I guess.
You know, I could recommend Nidoqueen instead.
Why Nidoqueen?
For the extra bulk.
But I already got a bunch of bulky Pokemon, I need attackers.
Okay, that makes sense. The idea is that between the 2 Pokemons, Nidoqueen wins in a little bit more bulk, and she still has the same offensive capabilities as Nidoking, minus, you know,
speed.
That extra 10 points in special attack.
Yeah, but like I already have like many poison types, and I Actually, I have 2 tanks already. No, I have 3 now.
Yeah,
I have 3 fucking
in
tanks.
in that sense, it's fair, obviously.
I'm going full poison bulk until I find a Gyarados that has that can evolve into Mega. Then I'm fucking Psychic type 3. That Mewtwo's gonna fuck me over if I don't get a Mega Stone. I got the Mega Stone once for Gyarados, but the rest of the one was cursed. I still got more fucking I got every stone except for Thunder. I want 1 Thunder Stone. That's all I want. Starting to wonder if I should just give up on the fucking Jolteon, because holy shit, I only got him once.
For the Vaporeon.
No, I already have Gyarados. And honestly, Gyarados is really gonna, like, with Dragon Dance and, like, everything is easy. He actually does a really good job. Because his attack stat is nuts. Am I alright? I should be the one asking you. But yeah, yes, I'm fine. Let's have a meeting about it. The people are fine. The city's fine and the store showers have stopped. It's almost as if we're going back to the peaceful days that followed that night's return. Tsukishiro, if you're ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? No. I don't want another meeting, please. Can't you just fade to black and go like, and that's what happened. Is it true that he had a 9-inch schlong? Yes. Absolutely. Totally. I did not make that up, I swear.
That's Dragon Dildo. That's what it has basically become.
So you've reached out to Elidibus' battle bus. It's still on autoplay, which I wasn't. I'm not sure I did the right thing here, and it changed nothing. I only did as you asked. So she did. But the important thing is this. Though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams do we best remember him and his legacy. As long as they remain unforgotten, the love and his brethren bore for one another, the star may yet be rewarded. Okay. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from Emmett Sulk. He knew of Elidibus' plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friends be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely we'll ever know. But how though? The best we can do is remember events as they happened, no more and no less. As the Wonken so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Wait, but didn't we literally live history when, like Emmett Sulk showed us the final days? Can we finally go home now? I left the stove on. My friend, we were given to understand that thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the Garst not made such a fuzz. Now, tell me what's happened. Where is the Exarch? He became a statue. He can no longer have meetings. How awful. Imagine not being able to have meetings anymore.
But he now has a crystal dragon cock.
What? Tsukishira, will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, sure. I'll do that. Well, I think we might find a solution to unstatue him by the next patch. Or the next patch. Wow, how convenient. Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his aether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for imbuing, but I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then, 'tis but a question of restoring his soul onto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process rested on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Tsukishiro, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation? So one could but hope, but none can speak of the Exarch's the heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, I thought I have drawn upon all my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome. The fact that the Mesa there is no direct precedent for what he was attempting. Will his body accept the soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken? Yes, the answer is all yes. Stop with the fake mystery. The answer is yes. And if it isn't yes, they'll find some other solution. I don't fucking care. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return the source in full knowing the risk. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply, yet the answer is a very long fucking meeting. Almost comically so. Can you really say that any answer in this game is comically long when every fucking reaction is long? As I grew older, the burdens I carried became even more numerous. Burdens which weighed upon my hopes, buying them deeper. Didn't we already read this? Didn't he say this to us already? I see it in Valtry, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his lives cause in order to protect that which he held the most dear. I see it in people who choose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread. Ah, the typical words that you see in every story. Hope. As long as you have hope, everything will be alright. Just have hope. If you have hope, everything good. And I will live with all my being as Bill one. Honestly, I just think of every single like movie or media where it's like everything is ending and as one person is sending some baby away or something. It's like he can give us the one thing, then they pause, and then they go hope right in the camera. I hate my life. We have done so many things so many times. I told you it was long and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them outpourings of a dewy. Yes. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Man, can you imagine him, like, hearing everything we say? Yeah, so by the way, did you know that he wet the bed? What? Yeah, and also he told me he prefers gummy bears. What does that mean? I don't know. Also, he said that Gen 9 of Pokemon is the best generation of Pokemon.
I heard his favorite fetish were armpits.
I heard he was into Brazilian fart porn.
He once told me that the world was gonna roll me.
Yeah, he said that he genuinely believed Burning Greymon was a Greymon. There remain some few matters which require my attention in Ilmac. Do they? May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers from Invilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Nabat Areng together one last time. Fine suggestion, lead on. So, and you know what's gonna be funny? We get to the next story patch, right? And it's like you can't continue until you finish the burns, like the empty quest line. You know, the one that we could stop before because we have to do this quest line. Assuming you have places for you of your own to be, Liz, I shall see you later. How long does it often take to come out with a patch, by the way? I guess I have been interested considering how, you know, it's been a while for like having content out in 14.
You see, I think assume 2.5 years it seems to always be.
For one not for one patch.
No. Alex, it's basically for the entire expansion, right? It's 2.5 years. So you then have like patch 0 is then when it comes out, and then you have to split those 2.5 years for potentially 5 patches.
Damn.
We can actually check. Maybe we can check it here. When did the patches come out? Challenging a post quest. Post quest release dates. That doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, there's another player in this place. I would have never thought. God, let the meetings be over. The more meetings there are, the more people die. The more you desire meetings, the more people die. Your desire for meetings is awful. Never have meetings. Da sha la lo da lo da da na 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 na.
Alright, so it's for 5 patches, was 4 months a patch.
Oh.
Alright, so 4 months times 5 is 20. That is 1 year and 8 months, so 2 years basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I mean with 2.5, or somewhat like 2.5, because then the last year the months are spent on making the X back or at the very bringing it out and stuff.
I'm starting to think the problem is here is that like 14 is already doing the same, like following a formula at this point.
Right. You see, that was before Dawntrail, because in Dawntrail they said they would increase the wait time.
See, like he's the problem, right? Like let's paint the picture here. So first and foremost, you have Dawntrail, which already didn't do anything new for the formula. That was already getting tiring, but also didn't bring any interesting story on top of that. So now you have a content drought after something that was not very interesting, and the first patch you release is more of the same problems with the same character that no one likes, right? And again, you are following at first I said you were following the same formula, but now you decided to make it worse too. So I'm just thinking here.
Decided to even like a longer wait time, so instead of having to wait 4 months, you're potentially waiting 6 months for the next patch.
And the problem here is like people, they want something more out of that, because if they're constantly paying for the subscription, and now they have to also wait for longer times with more content out, they're really gonna have to ask, well, what do you offer in return then? And so far, from what I can tell, nothing interesting. So, I think at some point... sorry, I didn't talk to Alyssa yet. So at some point...
Alright, then talk to Alyssa and I'll wait here.
At some point, we just have this problem of, like, people are losing more and more of their interest, right? And if you don't come up with something new and fresh and maybe interesting, and maybe you just drop the whole, like, typical patch progression thing, we have, like, 5 patches every so often. Instead, do something else, because I think we've got to a point where... even if you were to come with a new expansion, it would be nothing if you don't change the formula. Now like the whole thing has already gotten boring. Like for us, it's already gotten boring, right? But the only thing keeping us going is the story question mark.
Being stupid.
Honestly, that is really it, right? It's us being stupid more than anything.
It's like same people would drop the game right now.
Same people drop the game if they don't have any friends to play with, right? They would like look up the story instead, and just like look up a too long didn't read instead, and leave it at that. I would probably
look up a too long didn't read because looking up the story means I would still sit through all of those cutscenes.
Yeah, like I was gonna say sit through I'm not gonna sit through the cutscene. I'm just simply like I'm gonna do the Zoomer thing where I just look up TikTok instead. I go on the YouTube Shorts and they will explain the story for me instead. If you do have friends, you'll keep playing, but you'll skip the cutscenes. Like a sane person would. like after some time, like here's the thing, but like you can, for some games you can like release sequels and they can play very similarly, and people will be happy because they waited a long time for between each game. But here, you know, it's like constant, like it's technically constant content, right? But the longer the game goes on, the more you just start realizing everything is exactly the same. To the point where it could kind of, like, the only thing that's different somewhat are dungeons and boss fights. Right, so at some point I think to myself, well, the only thing you can release is that and maybe some extra mini games or some extra fluff and shit. Instead, they decided to spend a lot of money on making an entire expansion with nothing interesting in it. Right? And on top of that, they now take more time to release each patches, because, like, is it, like... Can I just assume that the developers also stopped caring at some point too? Like... It would be fine if Square Enix had other strong games, but they don't really anymore. And honestly, like, apparently Square Enix is gonna be quiet for 2025, because I guess they're just losing money. I guess they're actually losing money now. Generally, they're gonna have to start listening to gamers again and start making games for gamers without censorship, and then, you know, maybe we'll get somewhere. But for now, I don't think they're, like oh, they only have, like, legacy content to, like, lean on, and that's it. Alright, I should follow the teleportation. Does anyone talk about, like, the longer wait times? Like, if there's anything, like, of interest that they got in return for waiting longer? Like, is there more content, or is it just more cutscenes and meetings?
Well, assume that you get, like, one extra dungeon, maybe one extra raid. That's it. I think... You should imagine, like, with us having done the empty plot, the empty land, the empty,
yeah,
right? And we were forced to finish a certain point of the patch to continue.
Yeah.
You can pretty much imagine that the last bit of this of that story point was then released after a certain patch. In this case, maybe released after 5.3.
Oh, and I saw you excited for Final Fantasy XVII to be a Last of Us clone. It would be funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. Good thing I'm not buying it.
So, like, there was this this old Japanese, like, Sony veteran, right? Who got the shaft the moment, like, Jim Ryan became president. You know, he was thrown from, like, main game development to indie development, which he didn't hate too much per se, because he liked what the indie developers were doing, right? But it's kind of like, you know, rude to just suddenly throw him out there, and then, like, he just kind of was out, like, just, like, he generally just kind of left at some point. And it's really funny, because this guy was also the whole reason why Square Enix went to, like PlayStation after, and abandoned Nintendo after Final Fantasy VI and everything, too. So he was a very influential and important person in Sony, and, like, you know, of course, all the talented people leave Sony. Now replaced by corporate shills. Just like Square Enix, they're made for each other. Ulrich! Oh god, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Oh my god, are we here again? I'm not even gonna read. I don't feel like it anymore. I'm gonna read, but I'm not gonna read out loud. I don't feel good enough for this. I'm so tired. I'm not gonna lie, like, if I weren't streaming this, I'd probably just skip the cutscenes and just watch the LDR. But I'm dumb. I said this before, but 14 story just works a lot better for, like, something like a book or something, but not for a game. Especially with how most of the cutscenes are just meetings. I have a meeting at the graveyard too, of course. It's Tesleen, her sword that is. We buried in her in her honor. So he remembers. Yes, she died for your cringe. What brings you back so soon out of interest? I don't think the next round treatment was due yet. I'm probably gonna leave forever. That's crazy. Wow, that's pretty cool. Thank you for helping us, by the way. It's pretty good, you know, you know, it's unfortunate that people died, though. Anyway, good luck. Yeah, I'll miss you all. Sad. But I'm not leaving right immediately, you know, can you give me a job? We want to collect some pebbles.
I will kill you.
I am cringe. Wow, that is cringe. Have I become an uncaring monster?
You?
I think the game drained all the emotion within me sometimes. How do you feel, Alice? Alice say, I'm not crying, you're crying. Okay. Thank you, Alice. So where are we gonna have a meeting next? We're gonna have to go to every different place again, right? So that we have say our goodbyes. God forbid we could just make this like a 5-second cutscene instead, where you just see every characters kind of walk up and go like, hey, what's up? You know, like an ending credits or something like that. But I understand this. Remember how like some games would have like an ending, use the ending credits as like a way for everyone to like meet or say goodbye, you know? So we can do it really quickly, you know? Like it would be perfect pacing and everything. Imagine having good pacing.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. We shouldn't do that. So why does Alpha not get the voice acting? See, even the developers knew the whole like what were they called again? The desert subplot didn't matter.
Let me get let me get the talk. What do you call it? Then we get to Thancred and they say you can't talk to this guy until you finish the MP.
Sorry, you can't like talk to this guy until you beat Bahamut's ultimate. So Alice, I have something to say, because it seems that I have to finish my Pokemon video within 4 days after the weekend is over.
That's great.
It's not great at all. I have 4 days. I don't have a choice. The Pokemon presentation is gonna be on the 27th. So, I'm just gonna say this, but I was thinking, and maybe, I don't actually know if you'll be happy with this or not. I think you might be happy with this, actually. So I was thinking of skipping the Monday stream, streaming Blue Reflection on Friday and Mario Luigi on Sunday, and skipping 14 for that week. How do you feel about that?
Woo!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, 14, let's go!
But, yeah, this is the problem, right? We don't even want to play the game anymore!
We're not playing anything.
You're right. I'm watching a fucking movie I have to walk for. I can't even speak English anymore by the time I'm done with this. Genuinely, I think I should have made the story a book instead and just made a different story for the game. It just doesn't complement each other very well. There are times where I'm like more engaged, like when there's like a story cutscene happening with a boss fight or a dungeon, but otherwise most of the time nothing interesting happens. It's just talking. Honestly, it's like watching Fate Zero. It was like watching Fate Zero for me, to be honest. So Alice, to explain to you how much I dislike Fate Zero, it felt like playing this game.
Now I understand.
It's just talking! And I don't mind characters talking a lot sometimes, but this game does it a lot. And I want to play the game, but I can't play the game because I just have to watch. And fondling at the mouth.
人は何度でも新たな理想を見つけ、歩き出せるということに勇気をもらったのです。この胸に灯してもらった火を大切にして、私もまた歩んでいきたいと思います。
Genuinely, I have to look it up. Is there like a plot synopsis for 14 so that I just don't have to watch cutscenes anymore? There's a part of me that genuinely is asking for it now. Fuck me. You know, it's funny, right? My journey doesn't end with here. I have to fucking play Dawntrail 2 just to get the money's worth out of it. I want to mock it. At least I'll have fun with that, I suppose. I can't wait to see how much I'm gonna hate Vuklamat, because she's always there.
You know, to add more anger to you, you should play it in English.
I refuse.
Do you mean, Jess, the English voice actors are so much better nowadays?
I don't believe it. How long does it take to say goodbye? I know someone, right, will come in here in his 14th stream as a fan and go like, why you guys keep complaining? Why are you such haters? I generally don't want to hate the game. I generally don't, but holy shit. I'm so tired.
If you can see the amount of hours Jess has spent.
We have spent so many hours in this game, but you know, at some point it's like, my god, I can't care anymore. Generally, I probably would enjoy the story a lot more if there were any other medium. It just doesn't work for a video game, especially an MMO. I say that, but then there's storylines like the Stormblood, but we don't talk about that. Don't mention that at all. At some point, I just wish the patches were just not story patches, but just pure gameplay patches instead. Am I crazy for asking for such? You know, I thought like, you know, honestly, I was fine with the MSQ for Shadowbringers when we were just playing most of the main game, and I was bored sometimes, but at least, you know, there was enough going on. But then the patches come out, I'm like, holy shit, I'm so tired. Please, let me just play a game. There's a part of me that just wants to care. There's a part of me that doesn't want to appear like Oonga Boonga, I'm too stupid to read. Dragon Ball fan, dumb. But then I realized 14 fans would literally read anything. So I don't know. Like, if I were to have a paragraph about how 2 paragraphs of how, like, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, they'll fucking read all of it and not just realize I'm fucking with them. So I'm not certain anymore. Who's really the smart one here at this point? That guy that realizes what he's reading isn't really worth his time? Or the guy that reads literally fucking everything, no matter, even if it meant to troll them? May I ask this question?
Oh, it's illegal.
The problem is as well, because of how much text there is and how text heavy it is and how much more it's based off of text and there's barely anything happening in cutscenes, right? I'm going to forget a lot of the story because I just remember things visually a lot better than I remember things through what characters are saying. Ugh, fuck. I'd rather read I'd rather read a visual novel at this point, I'm not gonna lie.
At least you know that a visual novel isn't 2,500 hours.
You say that, the visual novels can be, yeah, and not as long as this game, but visual novels can be quite lengthy. The difference is, I'm coming in there expecting to read, right? So I'm prepared for that, you know, and I can sit down and read. Now, if I were to read a lot, I'd actually prefer a book, to be honest. Because I feel like it's easier on the eyes, a physical book, over screen text, but still, right? It'll be fine. Especially if I learn Japanese and I can, like, listen to the audio to the voice acting. That's neat. Now, I think with a visual novel, at least, I have the idea of, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna read. But here, I want to play a game with a friend, right? And it's like, It's not like me and NSE are like having a book club session, right? But it feels like it is now at this point. Except both of us don't want to be in this book club. So we're fucking around.
Maybe the smarter thing for us to do is maybe to drop the game after we finish Shadowbringers.
I do want to... Do we then just do a reaction video on like the plot synopsis instead? I don't know.
Maybe we take another break for another year.
What do you think if we just do the plot, looked up the plot synopsis, right, to skip the cutscenes? Genuinely.
You know.
Deadass.
You know. Right. It sounds insane, right? Maybe it's a lot of text in there. But when you finish a quest, right, the quest log has a plot synopsis.
But that's, yeah, but I want to see some visuals. So I want to watch a YouTube video if it is there. If it isn't there, then yeah, we can do the plot synopsis instead. But I want to see Xenos get clapped in 4K, Ennis. God, it's like, here's the thing, right? I want to enjoy the story because I do think the story has interesting bits, but it's just so bloated with nothing in it. It's just so bloated. I'm tired. I've had enough. I'm quite frank. I'm struggling both to drop it, but I'm also struggling to keep playing it at the same time. I've never felt this way for a game where I'm so ultimately mixed with such aggressive hatred and such incredible love. I both love the game and I fucking can't stand it at the same time, and it's such a weird emotion to have. I've never felt this for any other game except for 14. It's so fucking... Even the story, there are parts where I think, wow, this is absolutely great, and then there's so much bloat that I absolutely hate experiencing it. But I also don't want to miss the important bits. That's what I mean with, like, my feelings of this game. I've never been so mixed. It is absolutely bizarre. Honestly...
We should at the very least, you know, see how it goes with the Endwalker when we start.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, like, we can skip cutscenes that are boring at the very least, I think, or just not read them. I'm not gonna read stories.
Yeah, we're not gonna read them, and we're probably just going to like click through them if necessary.
Yeah. Let's just try to speedrun it a little bit because you know, I think the both of us, right, at this point, when I say, oh, let's play 14 for this day, for the stream, both of us are like, ugh, more meetings. There are parts of this story where I can understand they're trying to be heartfelt with all these goodbyes, for example, as well. And I want to care. I really want to care. But there's a part of me that just fucking doesn't, and it's because it's too fucking long. Like here, like, they're gonna show, oh, this Artwork's crystal. And it's gonna be, like, deeply emotional and shit. But there's a part of me that just doesn't care. And I want to care, but I don't. I don't know what that is about. It's so fucking bizarre. It's not like I feel nothing, it's just that I'm tired. I'm exhausted. This story works so much better for another type of media, like a show, a book. But for a game, I'm bored. The game story doesn't complement the game, and that's the problem. And this game has really made me realize exactly why video game stories are the way they are supposed to be, right? They're supposed to complement. The gameplay and story are supposed to complement each other. But the story and gameplay in this game actively fight against each other. And that's what the problem is. Honestly, I'd much rather they have like a fucking novelization of this instead, and then I can just fucking skip the whole story and read. Or even better, have an anime adaptation. I'll probably watch that instead. I say that then, but then I still have the same problem with the character stalking for 10 years. Which is the exact same reason why I fucking hated Fate Zero. Because that also is just character stalking for 5 fucking years. Ugh. I think the difference is at least I have some interest in 14's story. I didn't have any interest in fucking Fate Zero's story, I'm not gonna lie. I know that's gonna piss off a lot of people, but fuck, I don't care. I'm so tired. Like, You know, there's a point of me that it's also thinks, why not just show, don't tell, right? Like, so I show him the crystal, he goes like, oh, Alberto, I see. And then he has some flashbacks, and we see some small flashbacks here and there, right? And that's it. We can leave. It would work just as well. Or something to that effect. But we keep talking and talking and talking. At least there's voice acting in this one. Why did the fucking Alyssa get no voice acting? I'll tell you why. The fucking game designers thought knew the fucking desert part was something no one gave a shit about. So why the fuck should I?
No, they... What was his name again? Also didn't get anything either. What was his fucking name?
Reinger.
Oh, Reinger, yeah.
Wait the fuck, why didn't we meet with the fake king anyway, the fake queen? We had a deeper bond with her than anything else, it's like, no.
Fuck, we again cheated with our girlfriend.
See, this should be
Our
like...
girlfriend.
This should just slam me in the face with emotion, right? But I feel nothing! Even though it should, I can see it, and I think it's pretty well written, but I'm so bored.
I wanna go home.
Exactly, I want to go home.
Send me home.
I want to care, but I don't. It's such a weird feeling to have. I will tell you right now, if I ever do like a fucking series on Final Fantasy like I do with the Pokemon videos, this is gonna be a very interesting section. 14 is obviously gonna get its own video, by the way, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm very interested with 14 fans as like a species of human, how they have so much patience. Like, I just find it impressive at this point.
They're probably watching Netflix.
No, I don't think so, actually. I think they would, like, because they read everything, so I actually do think they literally read everything. But how do they do that and not spend so much time on this game? How do they even get work? How do they get a job? How do they have a job and then play this game and read everything? How do they have the time? Where do they find the time for it? I'm just curious at this point. You know, and this Yakuza Pirate is out, and I'm almost starting to think we should stream that game instead for the shits and giggles. I think we'd have a more fun time. Heck, the new Atelier game is also coming out next month. That's also a good game, I think. I sent the opening to you, by the way. They're still going! This cutscene is still going! It didn't need to go so long! It keeps fucking going! You don't have to have this long of a cutscene! The emotional impact can be the same without it being so long! Guys! Why does this bird, I won't say random bird, but why does he get so much time and Ranger just doesn't get shit?
Because he is such an important companion to, what was his name again? Albert.
I get it, but like even then it doesn't have to be so long. Like literally, it could have ended with Albert going like, "Oh, you've grown so much," and then I could just walk away and be happy and smiling. But no! Instead, the cutscene goes on for some fucking reason. The One Piece anime has better pacing than this. That's a real good insult, I think. Guys, I can read One Piece like fucking 1,000 chapters just fine. I've been reading through the Tenken fucking web novel and light novels within like a quick span of time. Because I got addicted to that, even with reading it. Literally, that's the only thing I've like read where I actually fucking cried and shit. By just reading it. I'm not someone that doesn't read. I'm not that type of Dragon Ball fan. I can read. But I'm so tired of reading here. 14 at least has music and voice acting. And it isn't making me cry like fucking the Tenken, the fucking Reincarnated as a Sword web novel did. Or even the light novel too. Maybe it's because those characters in that fucking place actually die. Maybe that's the difference. I actually am scared of characters dying. And when a character does die, I actually feel sad. Crazy. Oh, I do English here.
That's insane, but in a story, that does matter.
Hansi, it really depends on the story, right? Because I think there are some exceptions, but I'm kind of fine with a lot of characters not dying in One Piece. But it really depends on the story and how you're writing it. But this game, right? It's like it's definitely a fantasy, like, and it's meant to be more epic and shit. It works better if characters do die to make sure there's some kind of idea of
Gravitas.
Yeah, exactly. Stakes, right? And and having actual emotional impacts and shit. When it comes to like One Piece, right, what they do is they use backstories for that. They use backstories and deaths within backstories to get that emotional impact instead. And nowadays characters die sometimes, but you know, that's also fine.
The craziest part is they honestly really did do Hancho van dirty.
Really, he's the only character that died? Why him? Ah, in the next expansion, Hancho van rises from the grave. Oh god, I hate this place the most, right? This place is my least favorite part of the Shadowbringers. I just don't care. And then we have to find... Do we have to see this conclusion to the love story between the tiger dude and Yustola? Go away, she's already mine.
He got rejected.
I see you went ahead. Like, I find cutscenes like this also pretty funny, right? Again, there's something here, but again, it is just... I want to play a game. But it's also just like... I do like some of these characters. You know, I like some of the main characters too, but I just... At some point I just wonder to myself, why not have just made like an anime adaptation so you can have a lot of the extra story bits in that, or like like actual novelization and shit. Oh.
夜の民に力を貸してくれてありがとう。オイラたちが立ち直れたのは姉さんの聡明さと強さと優しさのおかげだ。魔女マトウヤのことは
Stupid.
You know, I could be making the fucking...
Stupid Yustola. You really did just give him the hint that you might come back. And you idiot, we will never come back.
I could be making the Pokemon video right now.
夜の民の祈りは先人たちの積み重ねた英知だわ。生活が変われば祈りも変わるでしょうけれど、大事になさい。それから一人一人が知ろうとし考えていくことも忘れてはダメよ。困難を乗り越えるために。
What did the Night's Blast even fucking do in the story? If they did anything, I don't remember it.
肝に銘じておくよ。いつかこの魂があの美しい天の暗き海に帰るまで、みんなで精一杯生きていこうと思う。
ええ。だけど、みんなの力と知恵を集めても解決しがたい難題にぶつかることがあるかもしれないわ。そんな時は。
We definitely should take a break after at least after the patches are done. Or maybe soonish, because yeah, it is getting quite tiring. At the very least.
I think we can finish the patches. I'm confident, or I feel confident right now. I don't know.
I'm thinking about it, right? Because if like a patch can be like two streams. Basically, so it'd be like 4 streams, so like another month. And we have to finish the fucking MT2. So that's another month, probably. No, not another month. That's probably Well, like 2 weeks.
ちょっともう
At least something is visually happening now. If there were only more animated cutscenes like that, maybe I'd be more engaged in watching it.
I already looked ahead, so no betting because it would be cheating. And, you know, it's like once we get past patch 4, you know, patch 5 has 2 parts for some reason. But you know, it's not that long. It's
have 2 parts, what?
Because you know it may just be 2 parts, but it's
Long.
as long as the last patch combined, right?
Okay, then it's not as bad, I suppose.
Unless they just these assholes, which they probably are, would put like 3 mega cutscenes in the final patch, and then you know.
They would. Unable to teleport, you have not met certain requirements. What the fuck do you mean?
The fuck do you mean? Yes.
That is teleport.
More talk, or the in at the journey's head. What the fuck is that with gigantic there? More
Unable to
talk.
teleport, not attuned to that ether, right? What?
Go to more talk.
I think it's funnier. I think the fact that like we never teleported towards this place because I never needed to is probably the funniest part of the whole game. That's how important this place was. Here, like
You then wanna go to the north of it.
I'm just.
You.
I honestly,
Wait for me.
I'm honestly fucking reminded again of like 14 fans like hyping up the trolley. Like, what the fuck are you fucking talking about? It was just a
Like they
trolley.
were like what the? Where did we again get the read that part of the trolley hype?
I don't fucking know. I think it definitely was something in the forums.
All right, when we were complaining about the cutscenes, they were probably talking about how great the trolley was.
Now they were talking about how like, what about the laughs, the tears, the hearts? And it's like, then they talk about how great the trolley was. Like, then start to shut the fuck up, nothing happened. And it was talking also about how like the whole trolley didn't even need to happen because by all the time spent on making this trolley work, they could have simply walked and it would like reached the destination all the same.
Just suggest such a thing.
How did I never attune to this crystal? When did that happen? I've been in this town before. What the fuck do you mean?
You were like you clicked on it, you waited, you didn't look, and you moved the fuck on without finishing the sink.
That's like 14. Okay, well,
What are we looking
why are
for?
we even here? I don't want to say goodbye here.
We wanna say goodbye to the amo.
Just make it 2 lines. I feel like Saitama, like hearing the fucking backstory of someone. It's like, make it 20 words or less.
I can just skip this.
You know what, this...
Oh, they made the trolley faster.
Wow, cool.
That's great. Now I'm skipping
I
this.
don't fucking
Good luck,
care.
guys.
Good for you. The funny thing is, right, I sometimes enjoy RPGs where you get to the end of the RPG and you talk to everyone, right? So you have, like, you know, one final goodbyes to everyone and see what they're doing and shit. The thing is, those are games where you usually had a lot of gameplay beforehand.
You know how fast those moments can be, too?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds crazy, but I have enjoyed Thrills in the Sky a lot.
I want to play that game
Even
too,
with the cutscene.
at some point, yes.
Because the balance, we've been screaming this for like the last few streams. It has a really good balance.
You know, they need to complement each other a bit, right? Including the pacing, and when it doesn't, it just doesn't. Ironically, 12 could have used more cutscenes.
You see, we're not unhinged. That's what they're trying to say. We're not unhinged.
Yeah, we're not unhinged. Like, I think both
We
of
are
us
at
have
the very least
experienced.
unhinged enough to just keep playing a game that we hate at this point. But you know, that's a different story.
I can do it, but 14 is just really fucking long, and that's what makes it difficult to choose and decide. Because it takes us years to like beat a single expansion, right? And there's many other games you want to do as well that are also pretty lengthy. Like we could be doing Persona 4, for example, instead, which I felt like doing as well this year, I think. Because I really want to show that game off to Ennis, unless Ennis starts playing it himself, I suppose. But that game is really fun. Unless you want me to wait so you can enjoy it yourself, though. I'll wait, I suppose, if that's the case. Then I will play 16.
Talk to Rin, and then they're like, "No, talk to Rin," and Rin is like, "You see, guys, you still haven't finished the plot, the empty, so you can't leave." Oh, we're allowed to leave.
Are we really? I don't believe you. We're still in patch 3, by the way.
I can check.
Don't check, just fucking go. I don't want to spend any more time.
This is the semi-final.
It's funny how when we started Shadowbringers, I was actually quite looking forward to 14 streams, and then we get to like the patches, and I was so fucking done. I'm so tired.
Because you quickly realized nothing fucking changed.
No, that's exactly the problem with 14, is that you have so many expansions, but all of them are the same. Even if Shadowbringers is better than Stormblood, right? But at the end of the day, the formula is the same, and it's kind of tiring. If anything, I just don't understand why even trying to make this a single-player RPG to begin with, when everything about it is just not a single-player RPG.
Suddenly, I feel like burning money to see how WoW Classic played like.
Actually, I do recall Johnny speaking about 14 as well, because his fans don't, SGB doesn't play the game except for him. So he basically said like, he's gotta be honest, and he said like, as a single player RPG, 14 is pretty fucking boring. Even he says it, and he's like one of the biggest fans I know. I don't.
Because it is. It should have never been a single-player adventure in this sense.
I think he probably still kind of enjoys the story and stuff, probably, but yeah, it's, as a single-player RPG, it would be it's very dull, right? Because it's not a single-player RPG. I feel like they're trying too hard to like accommodate a fan base that was never gonna play the game to begin with, most likely. There are some that do and end up kind of enjoying it, and others that also try it kind of do feel it's slow as well. And that's kind of the problem. They should just have more. There should be more gameplay, and especially more gameplay surrounded around playing with other people, which is the whole point of the game.
No! Fuck off!
What happened? I think I'm behind.
No! Leave! All of you!
That doesn't sound very good. Wait, don't tell me we're saying all of these goodbyes, then it's like, no, we're not leaving yet. I think the writers of 14 like heard of the rule show Don't Tell, and we're like, let's give that a CIA torture session and throw it in the garbage. One day you will become king of the pirates. What? You know, I watched like Recreators a while ago, a long time ago when it came out. That anime also has a lot of talking, but I still somehow enjoyed it. Because the story stayed interesting and there was a mystery behind it and everything that you're trying to figure out, and I liked some characters. Not all of them, but I liked some characters. That was good enough. No, I want to go home. Please leave me alone. Why is everyone here? Oh, another meeting. And as imagine seeing all these NPCs and each of them have like 3 like paragraphs of dialogue.
You see, I was worrying about that as well. But thankfully, only the bunny girl takes over their talking. Still, though, leave for the love. We were enjoying the time with Red. Trying to say goodbye to our daughter.
Wouldn't it make more sense if this happened during the night sky? She said it all in Japanese.
そして何より戦いばかりではありましたが、新たな仲間が増えたようで楽しい日々でもありました。
She yaps even more in Japanese. Yes, not your heads.
Fankrit couldn't even give a good hug to Red. You guys disgust me. You ruined the moment.
You know, it's been 1 hour and a half, and that's like 1 hour is just you leaving and cutscenes.
You know how quick that fight went? Like legit, we started the stream and the fight came and went.
Yeah, and then it's like hours and hours. Now it's gonna be hours and hours of cutscenes again. You know, it's like 5 hours of cutscene, and then there's a little bit of gameplay for a little bit, and then another 5 hours of cutscene.
I have Gara. Oh, we have more Garas. Now I get 2 Garas. Nice.
I guess there is a good reason for like just like watching a synopsis and just skipping the cutscenes. Is that I think even people watching these streams would eventually get tired of us complaining too. Let's be honest here.
Yes.
And generally I don't want to constantly complain, but it's honestly the only thing that makes me keep going. Because if I stop complaining, I'll fall asleep.
You know, from one end, I was hoping that maybe with Endwalker we get to spend most of the time with the characters we know and love.
And that's your first mistake. Of course not, you fucking idiot.
You know, it's like instead of having to try and go to another nation to build trust with all the other NPCs there, we just go straight into the thick of it. Just wartime. Let's go.
Haha.
And so we have less stuff, less world building to do. We just have to do, you know, win fights.
No, Anis, but are you stupid? You must be dumb. I like. The funny thing is, I normally love world building. I love visiting new towns. I love meeting new NPCs and learning of their cultures. But then it's in 14. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have anything to do with anyone's culture or country. I don't know how they can make me hate FFXIV, but if someone did it, I'm impressed. I'm the kind of guy that usually goes out of my way to like read every NPC dialogue in every RPG I play, but here I am like, no. This cutscene is still going. We'll be back for him and get him out of the statue. I want to feel something, but I just don't. I feel like if you were invested into the story, some of these moments will actually hit you hard, I suppose, but I don't know, it's not.
I was somewhat invested into the Rin part of the story. When Frankfurt and Rin were going to say goodbye, they just had to pull the entire town to it as well.
Yes.
Couldn't help themselves.
It's like the funny thing is, I might have cared about the town if I didn't spend so long fucking around. Maybe I'm just jaded, I guess. Well, unless we did it. We beat Final Fantasy XIV Yep Ringers. Shadow Yappers. Oh. I assume that's patch 3 done, right? No, of course not.
No, we just need to do one last talks. One last talk and we get the achievement.
Oh, at least I got a minion.
Yeah, she got another Gara. You have it already.
Oh god, there's so many materials. Oh man, my fucking inventory is so full, man.
You should have honestly sold all of those materials long ago.
Nah. It's okay, I'll just pay. No. I'll pay Square Greedix a bunch of money so I can have another retainer. Because God forbid someone has enough inventory space in a game in 2020 fucking what? 2014 to 2025. Don't you know Square Enix is bleeding money? They have to pinch the customer's wallet just that little bit more. Can we talk about that for a bit, right? Like how you spent already 13 euros. 13, it should have been 14 euros. Would be funnier to be honest. 14 euros a month, right? You spent money. Then on top of that, you still have a shop with very expensive items, like very expensive mounts and expensive emotes, right? And then on top of that, they make you pay so that you can get extra inventory slots somewhere. And you have to, that's not permanent either, you have to pay for it monthly as well. Does that make any sense to you? Backloop, does that make sense to you?
Oh my god, there's more cutscenes!
Alice, but don't you know this is Shadow, this is beating bringers. We need to have more beatings. As fair, genuinely, we should just look for a synopsis at this point and just watch the story and then just skip cutscenes and play the game. God.
When did the pick come?
The pick was just there. He did fucking nothing. Like, he only supported now, I guess. Yeah, if I were to make a review video of this game, it would be funny.
Not just the amount of fucking cutscenes you have to fucking dig through.
Dude, you know how many streams we've done? Hundreds of streams. It's like hundreds of fucking videos. Like, I think there's multiple terabytes, actually. That fucking shit is gonna be awful to edit. I don't know what the fuck I'd do at that point.
You know, imagine you try to find an appropriate scene for what you're talking about.
Dude, how do you think the Pokemon video? Why do you think the Pokemon video is taking so long? That's just 2 gens of footage that I siphoned through, and it's already taking me fucking like hours just to edit a few minutes. Imagine the 14 streams. And you know, as much as I like DaVinci Resolve, it has a big problem with like going through videos that are hours long because it doesn't have the fucking numbers for the time you're on when it comes to the preview. So I can't actually see where I am at the video, so it's really hard to find the right clip. Unless I'm mistaken and there's a way, but I just don't know it.
I just thought about something real quick.
What's up?
You know, once we manage to like go back, we might be able to like find a way for characters to travel back to this world, right?
It might be possible, because otherwise how do we do the empty?
Yeah, how do we do it, right?
Yeah.
Because we can, since the day that we have arrived here, we can just teleport back to the source.
Yes.
I think, on
Actually,
that sense, the only
oh,
character
no.
that's completely fucked is Fankred.
Actually, I'm thinking, yeah, I guess Sankard can't. But when I think about it, right, we could probably. It is. Fuck, what is his name? Gara? And we could.
Yeah, Gara.
The crystal. Yeah, Gara. If we were to revive him, he could probably teleport us back without the side effects this time, because he perfected the spell, I suppose. Maybe. Unless that actually, nah, never mind. He'll become a crystal again, I guess.
This, you see, we might end up playing Endwalker, and you'll see them just teleport back to the first.
So, Anis, do you think that Crystal Gara is edible?
No.
Dang it. You know what? I'm still thinking about it, but instead of visiting another continent, we could have gotten to one of the other worlds that were there. In, like, expansions. Imagine getting isekai and having, like, completely different kinds of worlds. It would be funny.
You actually end up in the human world where it's boring me, of course.
Oh my god, and as you go back to they go into our world. And now they have to go to actual fucking company meetings. When we get to the credits of like the end patch, I think our talks are gonna be very long and interesting. Except I think we already said what we wanted to say. Yo, gay. What does that mean? Guys are year returned. That's not what that doesn't make sense. That abbreviation doesn't work at all. What?
I think you should be moving.
Should I just point out how there's more Pokemon that died in Pokemon the anime than characters have died in this game? I just want to point it out. This is a random thought I had.
No way, they're actually not able to move immediately?
I see them move immediately, so I don't know. I think with this at least. Maybe they just can't walk. I don't know, I haven't seen that far ahead yet, I guess.
Oh no, she say, you'll see. She says, we won't be traveling for a while. Just good enough for me.
By the way, in Japanese, she just says good morning instead.
Well, time to go to the Crystal Tower. Get away.
What the fuck are popotos? Potatoes were copyrighted, we couldn't put those in the game. The Irish have put copyrighted potatoes.
Wait. No, I have to wait till you get there.
Yeah, like, I'm just gonna be confused about what you're trying to tell me. Honestly, yeah, it feels like Ennis is like King Kai. Well, he's like this, like screaming and shit. Well, Super Saiyan Goku's fighting Frieza, and everyone on this planet is like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And he just doesn't tell him.
よければ君特製のお茶を入れてくれるかな。一人分多めにお願いするよ。
Right, can you just shut the fuck up? We'll get to you in the next patch. Just wait 4 months.
Can you not just wait 4 months as a stage? It's not like you got anything better to do.
Imagine he's still awake, so he has to then start counting seconds to know how many days are gone.
It gets the Dr. Stone treatment. Which, by the way, you know, the new season is still out. Like, I still have to watch that. I've watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah, he's just sitting there while the Bunny Girl starts putting like flowers and other things around him.
The Bunny Girl is sucking his 9-inch crystal cock. Man, I've lost my mind, I think.
Oh, that was foreshadowed. Ah, that makes sense. Pretty nice.
Stop reacting to something I don't see yet! Shut the fuck up!
The fucking damn it.
And this is damn it, so I'll only assume there's another cutscene.
No, it's so stupid. Some days later.
Yeah, this would have been a nice dungeon to revisit.
I know!
この記憶の最後に私は
Damn it, I cannot speed through this.
I'm very interested in what is happening.
But you know, it's nice and well animated.
You know, that's at least nice. You know, as long as the cutscenes are visually interesting, I can kind of handle it. It's just so much, man. There's another cutscene, and it's lied to me. Guys, it's been over an hour of cutscenes. We've been in cutscene hell for more than an hour. Ah yes, this was the thing I really needed to see. Alpha not reading a book. Fuck, Alisa is fucking tired of this.
Ah no. Ryan Gears enjoying himself doing JoJo poses while reading cards.
さほど鈍ってもいなかったしね。というか、アルフィノはあれを見ても何も思わないわけ？
But yes, at least the cutscene is animated. You know, maybe if there were more animated cutscenes, it would be more engaging for, you know, the players who wants to, you know, have a visual medium. Because, you know, games are a visual medium as well, as they are interactive. You'd basically think, I think, but whatever. He really is doing JoJo poses. Draw! Monster Kado!
Oh look, it's Blue Eyes by Dragon.
He's actually doing the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh animation.
I have to wonder, did he never have like the Yamcha pose somewhere in this game?
Didn't Thankwood have a Yamcha pose? No, there was I could have sworn there was someone with a Yamcha pose. Maybe I'm crazy. So basically, they really liked their outfits and weapons from the first, so they decided to just remake them, I guess.
随分と大ごとにされたものだが、せっかくの一品だ。ありがたく頂戴すると伝えておいてくれ。
So they really went with our old clothes were gay. Never again.
そりゃあ私とアルヒナは戦い方も変わってないし、この服だって気に入ってるわよ。でもこう
Alyssa is literally like, I didn't get any character development. I'm gonna have my own story arc next time.
まあいいじゃないか。特に今回は私たちよりも先に。
This is just faking the fourth wall. This is meta commentary. What the fuck is this? I'm pretty sure the game developers will give us something more interesting next patch. Just trust.
Can we keep these cutscenes? Can we have more of these animated cutscenes?
Again, if every cutscene was like this, we wouldn't be complaining as much, I don't think. And it's like, they're just a small indie company, you know, they can't just do that. Have you ever seen someone in 14 actually eat something and actually bite it off?
No, no, they got a higher budget now, you know, or higher than normal.
They got $5 more. The animators were allowed one more slice of bread, one more crust. And he's already back. I thought next patch will bring him back, but no, it literally was just 5 minutes. I love it when I hear the old Final Fantasy themes.
Nice. God has replacement video and is now the 7th person in the ascians. Wait, no, but we also have Krile. Never mind.
What was that guy's name again? Papalino?
Ah, right, he replaced Papolino's space.
He replayed, and as you know, we're gonna revive him somehow.
No, no, oh wait, he's also one of the few characters actually stayed dead.
Is he though?
He hasn't come back till now.
That's fair. To be fair, how important of a character was he?
Not.
I still can't get, you know, I found it funny that they upgraded the graphics in terms of grasp, but they never bothered to upgrade the character models by giving them actual fingers and not just like bricks for thumbs. Or fingers, I should say. It's fine though. If I only got more nicely animated cutscenes. Are those real flowers? I can't believe it. Oh, hold on. We need more cutscenes. Alright, it's your first job, rookie. We need emergency pebbles now!
You're on pebble duty now.
You are now pebble, bitch. Let's fucking go! I wish every cutscene was like this.
Of course.
And this is of course because there's another cutscene after this apparently.
私もこのお茶をいただいたら出ようか。
It's too dark in here.
Stola is just that fucking JoJo meme where the two guys are kicking the guy down and then he's just sipping a tea before kicking the guy down as well. Oh man.
しかしある日思いもよらず目の前でまた焚いたのだ。
Man. There is another cutscene. And it is Danker's fault. You know, it's even darker on my screen, so it's even worse. I can't see anything.
そして始まるわ。新たな冒険。
Yes, finally. The RGB delivery is finally here. I can start lighting this up with RGB. I've been waiting in the darkness for so long. Finally, my gamer setup is great. Now I can own noobs in Call of Duty as well.
なるほど、そうと分かれば、見飽きた夢にも見どころがある。おやおや。
I told you there's one more Asian.
You're right. Guess this must be the guy on the moon.
Yeah, this must be the guy from the moon.
結構、実に結構です。こちらの準備もおかげさまで順調ですよ。
But their budget increased for the final cutscenes.
いやいや、本当に。
Genuinely, I would just not mind waiting more so we can have like an expansion with just cutscenes that are only like this. Genuinely would be fine with that. I just don't understand why Square Enix doesn't give more money to the 14 divs instead. Like, imagine seeing a golden goose and then going like, you know what we should do? We should just fucking not feed them the whole. Now the golden goose only lays shit eggs. I can't believe the white-robed figure was the ultimate space Jew all along. Oh my god, who could it be? Wait, hold on, wasn't he the guy that... What? I don't remember you.
俺の記憶にある棒状は永遠に報われぬものだったと。まあそういうこともありましょう。お気になさらないでください。俺はあくまでただの器。
Okay, so I didn't get revived, but it's just another skinwalker.
Yes.
But why though? I guess to make it seem like he wants to be friends with Xenos, maybe?
They found nothing more fit than to be an asshole.
これほど勝手に暴れてもお咎めに来ないとは。エリディブスったら消されちゃいました。 ついにオリジナルもこれで全滅。
Okay, you know, it's entertaining, but like it's going on for quite a bit too long. I think this guy might be a little bit crazy.
殿下、そろそろあなた好みの狩り場を作るといたしましょうか。そこで待ち受けるのは最低の、故にこそ最悪な飢え切った獣だ。
Honestly, in this shot, Xenos' hair looks like spaghetti. They just slapped some spaghetti on his head. That's not even his hair anymore.
But first 2 hours of meetings.
This is the 2 hours of meetings. What do you mean? How many meetings does Xenos have to do to make so that he can have a proper stage?
No, because it's Xenos, he doesn't need to.
Well, how do you get this power to skip the meetings in order to fight?
Because he can kill.
Where can I learn this power? Not from a Jedi. Not from a Sion.
Wow. Whoop-de-doo.
I feel like we downgraded from villains, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like we got quiet crazy guy and very loud and obnoxious crazy guy.
But you know, maybe we just needed some simple black and white instead of this deep philosophical
maybe
stuff.
that's like, you know, because we had Shadowbringers do that already, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like the simple thing is something you start with, and then the end is more like the, I don't know, maybe to reverse the order, I guess. We already fought Xenos, though, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another way around this, but what was it again? Oh, wait. Heavensport had been its entire time, you know, been somewhat more interesting, too, about it.
Yes.
And besides Xenos, what else had Stormblood going for it?
Tsuyu?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess she somewhat redeemable.
Honestly, the problem is with her is that her backstory is sad, but her actions were absolutely atrocious and irredeemable, and it hurt a lot of people that had nothing to do with their problems.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it's redeemed though.
And it's like, honestly, if they wanted to redeem her, that would have been fine, but they didn't even bother at the end of the day, I don't think.
Yeah, they just quickly killed her off afterwards.
They not only quickly killed her off, she had like one moment of maybe doing something good, I suppose, but even then, most of the time she was just doing more evil, and I don't know, at some point you start to question whether or not she would actually like turn good at some point as well. I don't know. And
yep.
Other than that, yeah, I guess we just only had the Asians, but that it's nothing new, I suppose.
And the Asians were always there, you know. I guess really they did go from like we just switch around.
But I feel like we practically just beat every villain already. We now just have this one new villain who is just crazy, and then
just have
Xenos.
a rematch.
And we have a rematch against Xenos, and that's I don't know, like villain-wise, this seems less interesting. They're probably gonna have like some kind of father villain in the beginning of the next patch, Not gonna lie.
Probably.
Like King Buswol the Fat Lord or something. That's gonna be the next like mid villain. Yeah, I feel like Alvaltri is a mid villain and Tsuyu is also a mid villain.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Maybe. No? Maybe Xenos will be the mid villain. Like that will start off the first patch
maybe.
from levels 80 to 90. We fight him, and then we have to fight that will the crazy.
No,
Asian.
wait, but like I'm pretty certain that by the end of Endwalkers we actually beat the main story, as far as I understood it. So we're not even gonna beat him in the patch. We're gonna beat him at like level 90.
What is the point of past level 90? Like I'm not talking about Duntrail. What about the post? The Endwalker stuff.
I actually don't know what the Endwalker stuff is about post game.
Oh lord, I dread it even more now.
Hey, you know,
Anyway.
at the very least you can skip Dantra, and which would have been a lot worse. Imagine talking to the same NPC every fucking 5 hours.
Man, nothing fucking changed this.
Oh no, you don't understand. Like fucking NPC 1, the one has double the fucking talking length as NPC 2. Everyone hates Wuklamat. And when Wuklamat staat on screen, the other characters will remind you of Wuklamat. You can't escape Wuklamat. That's nice, Gara. I'm happy for you. That's cool, Gara. How did we even bring him back though? Like, was his body just somewhere there in the Crystal Tower for like... And how did the body not decay then at that point? I'm so confused. What did they do?
Pickaxe.
Ah, Ennis, we finally beat Pickaxe. You know, that's a theory I can accept.
5.3. We finally done with 5.3. Now 5.4.
It's been 1.5 hours of cutscenes, and it's gonna be. So, Ennis, you can spoil me. How long does it take before we get to a dungeon?
5.
5 quests?
Yes.
Okay. You know, that's not too bad, I suppose.
And then it takes another 5 to reach the achievement.
Right, this patch only has 10 quests?
Yes.
Oh, slow down, 14. I don't want you to almost give me too much gameplay now.
Let's not be too hopeful. Let me count this for what was it? 13, I think. The patch before this 5.3 is. Oh no, it's 12. Then 12 for 5.3.
Right. It's
10 for 5.2.
It's quests, but not cutscenes. That's my big mistake.
Yeah, Jess, you think I can tell how many cutscenes we have?
Yeah, no, sorry, I was mistaken about that. How many? Okay,
if you want to, I can try to see how many cutscenes we have.
Honestly, I wanna just like someone has to make like a fucking cutscene count and count the hours of cutscenes you have between each fucking dungeon.
You know, I can turn it off and we can make a bet in that one. See if we can make a realistic bet.
No, I don't want to bet anymore.
You don't want to bet how many cutscenes we have to go through before we get to the...
I'm too tired to bet at this point. Not even the betting is fun anymore.
Well, you know, you can start the cutscene.
It's another character that stopped mattering after some time for some reason. I don't know, the player is having headaches and keeling over at this point. Man, remember how the last cutscene was really well animated and now we're back to all the static animations and poses and you know, the copy and pasted animations as well. I remember watching this one guy who was like a game developer or something, like doing YouTube shorts and shit and while live streaming, and he was talking about how like RPGs are really hard to make because, you know, every time you have to make a cutscene and then you can only use that cutscene once, so you can't copy and paste a lot on RPGs. And I'm sitting back here and thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? They copy and paste the same animation so many times. Like it's hard, yes, but you know, it's still, it's like Ben.
グラハティアだ。あんたの活躍は記録の上でだがよく知ってる。あえて光栄だ。
あなたが話には聞いてるわ。アラミゴ解放軍のリセヘクストよ。
So like, what can Gara do now? Like, does he still have like crystal magic?
He will use his magic to give ammo to Vanquid.
Oh,
He's the ammo dude.
I almost thought you were gonna say emo. It's like he's gonna give Tank with the emo.
報告書には目を通したんだけど、随分複雑な事情だね。
So basically, Elidibus is gay. Naruhodo.
時空を超えて第一世界に途方もない話だけど、それならもう霊災が起こる心配もないの？
No, and somehow that also means the poison mist is gone, which doesn't make any sense.
今なお残っている。
I'm really thinking about this, but like Xenos really just came back, said, yeah, fuck the poison mist, and then it's like, okay, no more poison mist.
従前に活動できるとは思え
He
ない。
likes it more of demons, really. Instead.
No, but like, again, like, what happened in the original timeline? Did Xenos just not get revived?
と考えて良いでしょう。
よかった。それにしても、ゾディアークとハイデリンが晩神だったなんて簡単には受け止められないね。
これ以上の霊災が発生しなければ世界の統合は起こらない。ゾディアークが完全な力を得ることもない。でも最古にして最強と謳われる晩神が不完全な形であれ存在し続けている。
Oh, right, the final boss of the Zodiac, of course.
私たちは未来を継いでいく。だから
How would you even summon him at this point if there isn't any more calamities going to happen?
And as you know, we've learned that when the writers really have no idea what to do anymore, they'll just make something
あ
up.
の晩神を。
Like, are you dumb or something? Have you not seen how things go sometimes?
ところで、リセはどうしてここに？
Idolin will just like turn us into a cannonball and throw a fucking baseball throw us at him
本来の目的を忘れ
from across dimensions.
今日は同盟軍の伝令として来たんだ。帝国の剣なんだけど。
Wait a second, am I reading this right? So somebody wanted to take over the throne? Does it? Oh, that explains the room filled with bodies. There was a civil war and Zeno stopped it.
There can be no civil war if all the civilians are dead. Tab said. When it, honestly, it would have been the best time to attack while they're having a civil war.
こっちもちょうど帝国に潜入しようと考えていたところだ。出発前に最新の情報を共有してもらえるなら助かる。
よし、それでは皆でアラミゴに向かうことにしよう。
悪いんだけど、私は欠席させてもらっていいかしら。どうしても。
No, I don't want any more meetings. Why do you give me no choice to say no meetings?
さっきも何か言いかけていたね。
And don't you know what game you're playing? This game is meetings. You can't say no. You know the developers would need to work more if there were less meetings. Don't you understand this? You fucking idiot.
Fucking god. The worst part is that you still said, don't worry, there are even more stuffy meetings to come, you fucking bitch.
No! I'd rather start an OnlyFans account at this point. That's a joke, by the way. No. What meeting? Lead on. I don't want any meetings.
ありがとう。
But I can't even say no. I'm not allowed to say I don't like it.
ぜひ同行させてくれ。
Who the Sure. You can become... Yes, sure. You can suffer more meetings.
そんなに意気込まなくても誰も反対なんてしないわよ。
How many more meetings do we have to do?
そういうつもりじゃ。
How many hours of cutscenes do we have to go through?
Yes, we just have to go to 2 more meetings.
I don't believe you.
Oh fuck! Except in the quest starts also meeting, so it is 4 meetings we have to go through.
And that's exactly what I mean, and like there's more meetings. You see, you seem to be
Oh, so
forgetting
this is-
what game we're playing.
6. Oh, this is 6.
Exactly.
This is also 6.
Yes.
Oh, this one is 3.
You say
And another 6.
there's more meetings.
So after we go through like 3 more meetings, we then have 6 more, so 9 plus another 6, so we're at 15. Then 3 meetings, which means we're at like what was it, 18, and then we finish it off with 24 cutscenes potentially.
Who the fuck is Gabu?
I don't know who Gabu is.
Sex is temporary. Meetings are forever. Oh, I know. Oh, I remember. Gabu is the kobold, right? The one that was like enthralled by Titan. And we thought, oh, maybe we can save him. I mean, that's fine. That's okay. We finally can wrap up that plot point from...
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Imagine you play this game and it came out.
I think they should... I honestly think that sometimes when they name characters, they should have like the name highlighted so we can like look up a glossary and just see who the fuck they're talking about. Because I can... How am I expected to remember something from 7 years ago, guys? Come on.
What was it? I was like, oh man, spiced meat is my favorite character.
Spiced meats. Yeah, I think the funniest part of this all is that all the people that got killed because they were enthralled now didn't have to actually get killed, or could have just been imprisoned instead, and we could have saved them. I think that's the,
Right, you're speaking with hindsight there, you know.
I think that's the funniest part of the story.
If they knew the solution long ago, there wouldn't be this problem. You know, what if the solution is as simple as turning the on and off switch?
I know they could have jailed him instead.
No.
They could have turned woman into the breeding factory. That's still...
Even though I like that idea, no.
You know, they could have used the wage of the men to, do labor. They could have used the enthralled children to try to do difficult math equations out of the fucking chalkboard is too tall for them.
I know. When it comes to the miners, you can always just put them back into the mines.
Why do you think the miner and miner are so similar? Speaking of mining, what if I told you that some of the laptops at the place I go to has been completely filled with viruses?
Awesome.
Like, I remember I went there, right, and my teacher wanted to show martial arts and stuff, but the laptop wasn't working. So I took a look at it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is so clearly filled with viruses. Like, not only are there 5 different fucking browsers open from the very beginning, from just turning it on, but when you go to Task Manager after it loads in for 20 years, it uses 100% of the RAM, but there's no huge RAM usage reported on the Task Manager itself, no, meaning that a lot of background tasks are being done right now, which are most likely all viruses.
Is it like a work laptop, or is it like a laptop that they give to the people?
It's a laptop from the place itself.
Ah,
and
I see. So they let idiots on it.
And we know exactly who did it because the guy's like, oh, I downloaded Minecraft and also a bunch of viruses. Ah, I'm joking about the viruses, though. He was not joking about the viruses. He was not joking about the viruses at all.
Has he ever thought of just wiping the whole fucking thing clean?
I think my favorite part of that one is that he downloaded Minecraft illegally, and I'm like, how the fuck? There's so many ways to download it illegally without downloading viruses. How the fuck did you fuck this up? Also without the fucking any ad block or virus scanners. Genius move. They use fucking AVG as the virus scanner, no wonder it all fucking failed. AVG is a terrible virus. It is a virus, basically. It is one of the shittiest virus scanners ever.
Oh, he fell for the trap since then.
Honestly, though, like, just in general, like, it was so bad. And before I left, right, the other guy that, like, was given the laptop to said, like, I removed the viruses. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I don't believe him. I think he doesn't realize that if you the moment he opens Google Chrome, likely, they're all gonna be reinstalled.
Yeah.
Listen, the virus, one of the viruses I saw, I recognized because I had a similar virus downloading a Optifine mod, which was not an Optifine mod at all. Which was not my dumbest moment, to be fair.
You know, you learned it the hard way.
Well, here's the problem, right? The site looks 100% exactly the same as the actual site. And was...
Like I said, that some of these things you sadly learn the hard way, not the easy way.
Honestly, you know, what you always have to worry about is when it's an installer that you don't recognize.
Yep. I'll be right back.
But we've got more cutscenes to enjoy. We've got more meetings to do. You can't just leave me. Why are we here again? Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way the airship flies up to this one done herself. What game was it that I wanted to play with? And there was a game I was thinking of doing next. I don't remember. Oh, right, Lords of the Fallen is something we could do on Fridays after we take a break with this game. I think that would be a fun idea. Lords of the Fallen randomizer. I do genuinely find it difficult to understand, like, other 14 fans. Because I understand, I do think the story itself is not bad per se, except for Stormblood. But do you really just read everything and not get kind of bored at some point? I know one guy was like, you know, Shadowbringers is speak and like the story is speak, and it's like, you know, there's a part of me that understands it, but again, I still have to ask, like, doesn't a lot of the problems gameplay-wise and pacing just not bore you at some point? I can take slow pacing too. Like, we're fucking playing Blue Reflection, which is also a lot of cutscenes and also is pretty slow paced for the most part. But the story also just kind of complements the kind of game that it is, though, I guess. It helps that it's also a single player game. Yeah, I just want to play a game with a friend, you know? But most of the time I'm just fucking reading. As the main story, and I don't mind reading a bit for like side quest or side activity or lore or something like that. But all of it is put into the main game, and then there's even more side quests. What the fuck? I don't know. I find it very difficult to understand other 14 fans, I guess, because my experience now has been this. I really wish my experience was just something different. I really wish I was as invested with it as I was with like Heavensward and I guess the beginning of A Realm Reborn, especially Heavensward, that I was very invested into. And even with Stormblood, as much as I was invested in it for completely the wrong reasons, to be fair, but I was still somewhat invested in it. Like, there are parts of the Shadowbringers main quest at first where I was also kind of invested in it, but at some point it's just like, my god, I just want to move on. Oh man, now I'm really questioning whether or not the shit. I want to do Dawntville for the shits and giggles, but I don't think I'll be shits and giggling too much. Especially with how it's just so long. Like, look at the stream number. It's 111. That's not even all the streams we actually did. There are so many streams. It just takes years to actually play this game. I know some people that actually played through this game and actually played like through all of it with a pretty short amount of time, and I just generally don't know how they do that. Like for us, it really just takes it takes so many streams to get to this point of the game. Oh man. I'm so tired. Just the sheer mention of saying we're skipping 14 next week got us so excited, which is fucking dumb. That's not how we should feel at all about the game we're playing. But we do. That's a problem. I guess there's a part that's just of me that is kind of I'm invested into knowing how it ends and shit, but fuck man, the journey is becoming unbearable at some point. It's also unfortunate too, because there's just parts of the game I do genuinely love. It's just there's also so many parts I genuinely can't fucking stand. Ugh, fuck. I'm tired. I'm gonna go home. If I had the money, I would totally play the Yakuza Pirate game. Though I probably would wait for like summer or spring or something, because then I think I'd enjoy the game's more tropical aesthetic. You know, it's like I've been thinking, I've been really weird about it, but I kind of just want to play like summer like games that during the summer or something like that. I feel like it's more relaxing. Because the weather here is very unpredictable, right? Like, it isn't always very warm, so, you know, if I want to feel like it's pretty warm or nice summer vibe, then I'd rather enjoy it in a game, because I can barely enjoy it in real life. Also because I don't go outside a lot, but that's besides the point. Oh, it kind of is the point too, then, when I think about it. I don't know, I don't really like going Oh, what happened to the frame rate? I don't really like going outside here to begin with, because the city sucks. I have to move out too, I think, by summer as well, so I'm gonna be pretty busy during the summer. I just hope I can find a house. It's so difficult to find. I don't even know if I'm gonna move in Rotterdam either, because it's just there's no space as well. I'm thinking going back to Gouda, or around Gouda, which by the way, for the English speakers, that's Gouda. That's the name of the place. It's gonna be around Gouda, or it's gonna be, yeah, somewhere around that area, I think.
Some nice Gouda cheese.
We call it Gouda. I don't even know, I don't understand how that's related to Gouda at all, it doesn't make any sense.
Have you heard the English try to ever pronounce boer?
Boer?
Boer, yeah?
No.
They always say the boar. Boar. Boa.
Boar?
Boa, boa. Yeah, they cannot do it.
You said boer, I thought you said hoer.
Yeah, but that, you see, yes, boer.
Boer.
But they cannot do it.
They cannot do it. It was simple, you just change the E for an O and then suddenly they'll be able to do it. I think, I don't actually know.
Yeah, that would probably be the solution. But it made it so that some South African would just start flipping his shit because he noticed that no British can do it.
My god. Honestly, just let them try to pronounce anything with a G or with an IJ. That's the funniest thing. They can't even pronounce Kinderdijk right. They will say like Kinderdijk or something. It sounds kind of weird when I put it like that. So how many meetings, Ennis?
Well, we started the next quest, and so you can assume that we have to go through. In this
you
case,
arrived?
we do really have to go through 5.
You arrived to the meeting.
Because there was a meeting.
I don't remember what we're doing here.
We're finding out how to solve the tempering, but why, I don't know. Oh, we went to the Asians because Gara can use Asian technology to figure out maybe if the Asians know something.
I didn't catch that.
Well, me neither. You just have to go to wherever Owen was sleeping to get his notes.
I probably slept in his goon cave, not gonna lie. What the fuck is this? I'm gonna get copyright struck if I do that. I don't. What kind? What are you put? Where do you think you're putting your hands on? No words were spoken, but I understand everything.
Impossible challenge. Final Fantasy 14.
Fun fact: Futo Momoko is wordplay on Futo Momoko in Japanese, which means thigh girl. Oh no, thigh child. Interesting. Ah, look at that, I completed the map. Amazing. If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, this note will appear to tell us. Oh, this present effect entry to the hemisphere is not permitted this time. No! Foiled again. Finally, the fanboy can now be the you know, can now be here with his hero. How great! So you have to find the thunder shards. That's basically it, right? Man, I missed the cutscene. I missed the good-looking animated cutscene. Those were good times. Ennis, like, want me to tell you a joke?
Go on.
Visual storytelling.
Listen, we lost that since Hunter x Hunter.
Ennis. I want to tell you something terrifying, actually.
Tell me.
So, Google Chrome, right? Has been updated.
Yeah?
Has been updated. And somehow, you will not believe this, but somehow, they have optimized the RAM, and it actually like takes less RAM to like load a bunch of images.
No way.
I know.
Don't believe you.
Yeah, it's
You're lying to me.
yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Stop spreading fake news, Jess. Good lord, it took you 5 years to come in and you did nothing.
Who, me?
No, the shadow.
Remember, Majima knows Shadow Planjutsu. Like, you are cool with one shadow, he has like fucking 4 of them in the game. He can even do fucking anime as fuck aerial combos too. Like, he can hit someone in the air and just fucking air combo them to death. It's fucking funny. The lightning charge is yours! Who are you? Show yourself at once! What? Stop joking around! So, and it's like, on top of the animation, right? Imagine every, like, almost every cutscene being voiced as well.
Being at the very least worth of 2 minutes. Or even less.
Yeah.
Now it's crazy how much story Sekiro can tell without having so many cutscenes.
It is crazy, isn't it?
And that's probably the most like story-heavy Dark Souls game, you know?
Really is. Well, there's also Code Vein, of course.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Code Vein also it can tell a lot of story. Very little cutscene.
Like, even Lords of the Fallen kind of tells a story somewhat through like all the remnants and shit without having millions of cutscenes. Somewhat, anyway.
I'm more thinking of just the cutscenes alone, right?
Can you
Get a
imagine?
pretty good idea.
Have you ever
Cutscenes
played
alone.
this game called Grand Blue Fantasy Relink? Where they have every cutscene well animated?
Voiced,
Yeah, and everything.
and it still was like 15 hours. Yeah, I wanted that game to be a bit longer with the story. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, same. That game could have lasted longer and I'd be happy. Honestly, it could be double the length, I'd be happy, really. With co-op, of course.
With a lot more co-op.
Yeah, with co-op. 30-hour long campaign. Yeah?
Now looking back, even Monster Hunter told a pretty simple story.
Heck yeah, it got Eater as well.
Oh yeah, and that one has some long cutscenes, but never that annoyingly long. You were actually excited when you see a cutscene in God Eater.
Yeah, like Ennis, I told you this, right? In most games, the cutscene is viewed as a reward for playing the game. In 14, gameplay is a reward for watching the cutscenes. And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Also, I forgot to change my outfit. Political, dare I say. He just devoted lengthy discourse on our nation's duty of the world. Of course he did.
Oh, not gonna lie, even though I'm kind of speeding through it, I'm enjoying how short it is.
I know, right? It's like they suddenly found a way to make the cutscene shorter. And it's by just talking to the main characters instead. And only the main characters. And they're actually adventuring and stuff. And doing things. Can you imagine that? If the whole game were like this, we would not be complaining. I feel bad for anyone watching this stream. There's no one watching this stream, and honestly I don't blame them, because fuck, man. Even if I think we're right, I can imagine being like a viewer and going like, man, you guys just complain about shit. It's like, you know what, that's fair. I'd get tired of myself too, but that's just how we feel.
Yeah, hate watching can only go so far.
Exactly, right? I think with like hate playing, it only works if you have like a supercut, like, you know, Wallace Dragon Age supercut got removed from YouTube, unfortunately, but like the other supercuts he made with some of the games as well that were bad.
Damn, they removed that? Fuck.
Yeah, they do have like a compilation of all the other YouTubers that play Dragon Guard, but I honestly I prefer like seeing Mauler's like supercut alone. I think he is funnier when it comes to complaining about shit.
Yes.
I kind of also feel like that feed is a little bit jumbled up because there's so many different perspectives and stuff. Guess that identified as member of the royal family, I am your most humble service, your highness. Neat. Dude, any Final Fantasy game has a good cutscene to gameplay ratio. Like, we could be playing Final Fantasy VI, for example, as well.
What do you mean? Final Fantasy VI is similar to Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy XIV.
No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. Shut the fuck up. You know how much gameplay that game has?
Just as much as 14.
Yeah, if you skip all the cutscenes, I guess. Damn, you're getting all the passcodes wrong. I can't believe this guy has this thing as a password. Wow, I played 3 different times. Password. No fucking way. The notion that the password could be something so insane would be laughable, were it not for dangerously stupid. I like the fact that the note isn't even saying you're wrong. He has a whole paragraph for this. What? Did that thing just call me? Why aren't all cutscenes like this? That would be funny. Wild Rose. Password incorrect again. Be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. That's it. I say we dispense with and manually extract what we need. Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep, we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax a machina into cooperating, it is them. I have to go all the way back down just to get... Why didn't we get them in the first place? You think Sid got anything better to do? He's not working on Robon's arm, he has nothing better to do. That's how I see it. Hey Anis, imagine this, right? We're spending time with the main characters that we have grown to like, and we're actually having a good time watching these shorter cutscenes with them. Is that insanity or what?
Yes.
It's so insane. Ennis is sending me fucking anime the size of Ryza. Holy shit, I'm tired. I don't even recognize her anymore. Oh man, we could be playing out today Ryza as well. That would be fun. We're gonna spend 5 hours of crafting and then actually enjoy it. Why is there another cutscene? Why can't we just leave? Yeah, despite the cutscenes being shorter, Annis, we still spent like 40 minutes on them. Or half an hour. We did leave after all.
Teleport.
Man, I wish I could eat more hamburgers.
So did Atelier Rise have an anime?
Yes. It does have an anime. For some reason, the anime only covers up to they fight the dragon.
And the rest is an advertisement for the game.
I guess so. I'm pretty excited for the next game too. Looks like they're upping the budget a bit. Especially with that opening. As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to. Though I would say one of the character designs for the new Atelier game, for the like one male character design, just makes me think of the fucking male characters from Grand Blue Fantasy. Just Grand Blue Fantasy, I guess. Like the design feels very similar to some of those male characters. I can't believe that 2025 actually will be a year where a bunch of new games come out that I would actually like to play. But I don't have the money to buy any of them. Fuck. Dennis's movements meaning remains enshrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thankwith and Uranger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such a time as do, the allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere with conflicts, and so thanks in part of the Imperial withdrawal from Grimland, they have decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the beat tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timings, they suspect they put their respective houses in order to avoid a decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever is their intent, this is not a problem easily resolved. The Lominsons in particular struggle in their efforts, and Alphanot and Yustola have been called upon to aid them. So long. Why doesn't this cutscene have voice acting? This seems like a pretty important cutscene.
Looking at the stone was far more important.
I don't think the stone has voice acting either, though. And on that cheery note, why not make ourselves comfortable in Dawn's respite? Else she'll sit as soon as he arrives. Finally, we can have another meeting with Sid. Honestly, right? Metal Gear Rising with Vengeance has a story too. I'm just saying. So you can choose to like do the fucking to get more story bits out of it when you do the
codec calls.
Yeah. I could definitely make XIV has a story as well, and then there's a lot of gameplay too. Wow, imagine that. It's crazy. That is Devil May Cry 3, and yeah, actually, you know what? Fuck.
Let you know. And they're all like Final Fantasy 14.
You have a bit of cutscene, you automatically like 14, I guess. That's how it works.
Obviously, you know. Back when games were made with the idea that they would be games and not movies. Hideo Kojima, please just fucking die.
Jesus fucking Christ, you don't have to go that far.
The monster that created the guy that created this monstrosity.
No, that was the last.
Started with it.
That was The Last of Us. Let's be honest here.
All right, fair enough. Naughty Dog, please fucking die.
Yeah, I can be behind that at least.
I'll take it back for Hideo Kojima. Just keep whispering into the wind.
Hideo Kojima whispers in the wind. The Elden Ring DLC, he has the beat. Man.
Can you, so what do you need my help with? See, can you just find the figure, unlock the password?
Do you know the password? Thick thighs. Can't believe the fuck.
Have you tried pressing forgot the password button?
Freedom. The password is freedom. Ah, short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness? I would, my lady. Note, open the report entitled Iconic Corruption and Overview, Password Freedom. Passwords accepted. Bloop, opening the report. Honestly, I still think of the fucking fact that it immediately has a whole paragraph for anyone who says password as the password. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of aether in the soul. Said aether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the aether of an Acon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. By the way of an example, exposure to the aether of the fiend, Sephiroth, but causes a subject's aether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. Damn it. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to elemental alignment, however. Further testing determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged or stagnant during the process. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the Acon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their very existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the Acon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanisms of the Aconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women, all fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol they were summarily put to death. I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Ammon. Fuck Ammon, man, that guy. So I knew it would be fruitless. I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title and will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nonetheless, I recorded in hope that one day someone will undertake to do that which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of Aconic corruption and recording. Man, the Elegants were dicks. They were assholes, not gonna lie. So not even the Elegants were able to find a cure, rather were not given the chance to do so. They weren't allowed to. More importantly, this confirms that the stagnation of the soil is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. Oh, yet very yeah, what's up?
Before that, I thought about it for a moment, but wasn't the Elegant Empire the creation of the Asians in a sense? Were the Asians aiding them in creating the Elegants? Or the yeah.
No, the Asians created the Garlean Empire, but not the
But the Guardian Empire was also a project of the Asians, were they not?
The Garlean Empire is made by the Asians, but the Elegants, I don't know.
I could have sworn they were also there.
Could be possible.
At least that was one of the reveals, which would make sense why why Amon would be saying no to that, because it would mean that we don't get a disaster.
That makes sense, yes.
When primals go rampage.
And that's why the Elegants are evil. Oh my god, it makes sense.
I'm gonna double check this forward. Yeah. The Elegance project for the Asians. No, these are interesting things here.
Wait, but like, didn't we already fix this problem back in the first though? Was that the whole reason why we're like, we can finally cure Gabu now?
No, the whole idea was to transfer the souls of our friends to the other place. I don't remember fixing the temper.
We literally did. We literally fixed the stagnation and everything. Like, we literally did it. Like, we literally did. Did you not? That's the whole reason why we were out those graves. Don't you remember that kid? Like, he literally got, like, saved over time and is going to, like, slowly, like, recover.
Well, it's because we expelled the light out of him.
Yeah, but, like, they've confirmed here that it's literally the same thing.
Oh, there we go.
They literally confirm here it's the exact same thing. So we really could just do the exact same thing, unless Earth is a different element and we need the help of Lubeck to get a different medicine. But literally, we already got a cure though. Am I missing something here?
Oh yeah, the Asians were also there when when the Elegants were growing.
Remember the time, Barry, when you finally got the new iPhone, but it's missing a headphone jack? It was me, Barry. We, the Asians, got rid of the headphone jack because you don't deserve headphones. But then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reasons to be confident. You see, notes such as this were built with the ability to stimulate magics. Which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we should be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power, a lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tommy said, why do you propose Owen locked his report behind the password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course, why else? Wait, a password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure and dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective believed their motto was freedom through technology or some such. Man, who could those crazy bastards be?
Europeans? No, wait.
Now the Europeans is freedom through regulation. And if the freedom goes against the regulations, then fuck the freedoms. More regulation. I really do like this one opinion piece I've read somewhere on the news, and it's like, Europe doesn't need America's defense. It's like, yes it fucking does. You fuckers have nothing. Even all of the soldiers, I've heard, from what I understand, right, is that even the European soldiers themselves are not as battle ready as the Americans are. Heck, our trainings in our country, they literally just point the fingers and go pew pew. There's barely any training at all. I do think my favorite video seeing was when the German was together with the Americans testing machine guns, right? And he was carefully just shooting it one by one, just in small bursts. And the American literally walks up to him and goes "My dude, that's a machine gun!" The German mind can't comprehend all the money being lost as they fire off these bullets.
Meanwhile, Americans have all the bullets in the world.
Between every leaf of blade of grass, there is a bullet.
And then you go to Somalia where just rockets fired off to a random cow. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Why do you leave me alone in the never-ending meetings? Why are you like this? Why do you keep sending me videos of anime thighs at this point as well? What the fuck is happening? What is going on? The Japanese are at it again with crazy videos, it's funny. God damn it, man, that last bit fucking cracked me up. It's all in Japanese. I can't read this. Oh. The real reason gaming is dying. Gaming is dying because gaming is dying, Desu. Is gaming really dying though? It's only some aspects of gaming that is really dying. Vitamin 2 at 360p with DLSS 4. That sounds hilarious. What is this? This is 1080p still. Okay. I wanna see that 360. It's still 1080p. There's an auto performance. I wanna see the 360p. That sounds fucking hilarious. Let me show me. Dude, you said this was gonna be 360p. What the fuck? Where's the funny? Is this it? No, it's still 1080p. Where's the 360p? I came here specifically because the title says 360p and then you don't show me any. What? Oh, it's because of its DLSS. We start playing 360p after 30 years. We came back to with WoW tech engineers are really nostalgic. What the fuck? Why do we live just as... Should I just start up Pokewoke again? I don't know how long Ennis is gonna be gone for. You know, he just constantly leaves. I'm tired. My throat is hurting too. Oh, he's back already. God damn it. Hello?
Yes?
Is this McDonald's?
No.
Oh. Burger King?
No.
Oh. KFC?
Also no.
Domino's Pizza?
How far are you?
I haven't teleported, so That's something. We have to go to the foundation. But wait, why are we going to Kurthos? What did I miss?
Go to the steelworks to get probably some mats for our hackers.
God fucking damn it, man.
Don't worry, it's just two text boxes that you can probably ignore, and boom.
Why can't it just fucking like have a quick scene of us just walking here, going, yo, we got it, and then just fading away and going back?
Not a lot.
No. Do like the developers just not play the game after like a couple of expansions? I'm starting to believe Yoshida's like character's not even real. I'm starting to think he's not actually playing the game. It's made up.
He was never a black mage main. He was only pretending.
How do I get inside here again? I don't fucking remember.
Heard of a door?
I couldn't find the door. It's all the way around. Hi, can we fucking get something cool? You need a silver centrum to get something cool. What the fuck? Is this literally it though? Oh. Remember Heavensward?
No. Why would I remember garbage expansions like Heavensward?
You don't mean that, Ennis. Don't say things you don't mean. You know, I could be watching more of the Red Ranger anime right now. Probably have a better time. You know, if there's one thing I can say about the Red Ranger anime, really good fucking character designs, my god. They just work.
Did you see the blue lolly?
Yes. I watched episode 6, I believe. No, episode 5? The last episode I watched, I fought this demon with the smiles and shit.
Might just be ahead of me, but I don't know anymore.
What was the last episode you watched?
See, I remember them meeting him, and then I remember them. Could have sworn they were fighting.
He has like a fucking scythe that is a smile as well, which I find fucking... This is so fucking genius.
No, they were still in the town where this guy would keep everybody hostage.
Oh, I see. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I can tell you the next episode will have like a really cool villain showing up. Like visually, he looks really fucking cool. Well, honestly, I feel like I guess I'm getting horny or something, but like every time I look at the fucking mage with the big tits, I just like I lose my mind. Not gonna lie.
She's really been made to make you go insane.
Literally made to go make me go awooga, and the blue swordsman is fucking funny because at first I thought he was gonna be the stereotypical overly serious character that really likes the lolly a lot. But like it's more. I didn't expect his like for the lolly to be so extreme and him to go like, I enjoy seeing the red guy getting the shit beat out of him. And honestly, it just stays funny too. Honestly, good character chemistry really goes a long way.
I don't think there's any chemistry there.
Well, I guess the lack of chemistry, I guess. It's very explosive chemistry.
There you go.
The funny part is even when they technically become friends, they're still like that.
You haven't seen Damachi yet, right?
Not yet. I'm saving up those episodes. Together with Solo Leveling Season 2, I'm also saving up those episodes to marathon it.
Can't you wait, Jess? They're gonna have a Chimera Ant arc.
In the Marchi?
No.
Oh, in fucking
Solo
solo
leveling.
leveling? Okay. What exactly do they mean by that?
I'm not gonna tell you any more of that.
I really fucking hope not. I'll drop the show, I'm not gonna lie. I swear to God, if there's gonna be like 2 episodes straight of like narration, I'm quitting. I'm actually quitting. I'm actually dropping.
I'll give you this answer, right? There is no narration in solo leveling. When it comes to that arc.
Then I'll at least try watching it.
In the manga.
Yeah.
So, if they end up adding the ridiculous amount of narration that we had in Hunter x Hunter, then holy shit, the anime dropped the ball. But I don't think they will.
No. Most of the solo leveling is mostly just like fun action and just, you know, cool leveling systems and shit. I highly doubt they're gonna like take a lot of time just talking and doing nothing much else.
No, they're gonna be great.
Pretty sure it's gonna be a good time. Kinda sad that a lot of people are gonna die probably though. I think anyway, I don't know, of course.
No comment to Jess.
I still have to watch Dr. Stone and Blue Exorcist as well. I got plenty to do.
I still have to read the other half of Solo Leveling.
By the way, speaking, how far are you with Headhunted into another world? Or Headhunted by the Demon Lord?
I thought I was up to date, because I did send you that picture with the glow up arc.
There was another episode though, a new one, where they have.
I guess they're very recent, because I do remember also dealing with this elf brother.
Yeah, okay, now the elf brother is the recent episode, with the slave child and everything.
But they left it at the cliffhanger, right?
Who somehow takes the ideology of Bandai Namco and fumbles the bag. Let's see, I finally meet a bunch of people that would totally be able to save me if I don't betray them. Let me betray them and stick to the brother instead. Genius. Great move. Outstanding play. Where did they even keep her? By the way, there's something I learned, and I think that maybe we should read the manga instead.
Go on.
They cut quite a lot of content out, and it's especially content regarding the Demon Lord himself. Because have you ever questioned, what does the Demon Lord even do?
100% I have questioned that. Heck, I'm actually thinking it's a woman underneath that helmet.
No. So the Demon Lord actually does a lot in the manga. And one of the things, well, you know why there's a food shortage?
Why?
A Calamity Dragon appeared and just fucking blew up most of the crops. You know who killed the dragon? You know who killed the dragon? The Demon Lord. They completely skipped that part where he claps the dragon. Like the Demon Lord basically goes around to stop like wars and fucking like big monsters and shit.
Alright, but we don't know if it's a woman underneath the helmet.
You may never know. You may never know.
I'm assuming it is. Even if the voice actor is Blackbeard, I still assume it's a woman underneath the helmet. Was it Blackbeard? I don't care.
It was. I think it was. It's at least Ryder, right?
Thought so.
Yeah, so it must be. It's probably Blackbeard. Yeah. And wasn't it Mido as well from Code Vein?
Yes.
Yeah. I like how Nero is still here. You can find a cure for death and it wouldn't be worth the trouble. Man. Is that what we're doing?
功績の9割は俺様、1割がガーロンドってとこだろ。悪いが俺は未来の自分にだって負けるつもりはないんでね。なら俺は1割だけ。だがお前一人じゃたどり着けない1割を担うとしよう。
Guys, both of you lost to Gara. Both of you have already lost to Gara. His cock is 9 inches. I'm just saying, you already lost. You can stop the dick bashing contest now, guys. You know, Localize would actually put it in somewhere. I wouldn't even be surprised. That was a joke, by the way. Don't actually do that. What am I looking at here? I'll kill you is what the heck. For people outside Okinawa, this phrase can sound way too extreme, but in reality it's used by young people as playful retort when joking around.
I didn't know just you were all Okinawan all this entire time.
You know what? Yeah, I now finally understand the spirit. I think I can live in Okinawa now.
I think it'd be the chill island alone would be probably good enough reason for you, but you know, that's just me thinking.
Okay, you know it would be chill, but I need a good source of food.
Probably do.
And now here's the thing, right? I can probably get fucking pretty good quality fish at the very least, but I don't eat a lot of fish, so the meat is gonna be pretty expensive. So it's gonna be difficult, right? If I had a lot of money, maybe it would be fine, right? I don't actually know how much they have to in terms of grocery, but you have to understand, there's no trains at all. No buses either, I don't think.
Yeah, there are buses. It's
okay,
just they're never on time.
Yeah, it's just okay. That's fair. It's just that there's not a lot. Like it would be difficult for me to do some things. I would imagine. But if I can get over that, yeah, it would be a nice place to live, I suppose.
You know how you get over that? You get a car.
A good thing the roads are mostly empty.
Unironically, at the very least, the manga talks about how the Okinawans are more of a car-centric society, and this is actually one of the reasons why their people becomes more and more obese.
Oh.
As they cannot go anywhere without their car and eat
Holy
often
shit.
with their food inside their car.
Okinawa is just becoming fucking tiny America.
Yes.
And the American bases were not even needed for that.
They eat their food. They go always to the drive-thru and eat their food like that. They even park just to eat in their car. Like the parking lot on those drive-thrus are there for you to eat.
Why don't you just sit inside then? Why don't you just...
No. The store is kind enough to even bring the food to your car.
Man, I can't believe all the machinery got destroyed.
I know.
What? Nero is so disappointed right now. Anyway, the repair cost is 100 billion gil. Does this mean we actually get to go into a dungeon or what?
Almost.
My god.
Next stream.
What do you mean next stream? Why is it already so late? Don't fuck with me. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, we have to anyway. We cannot do certain to. Yeah, okay, sure. Can we just go? Can we just do it? I'm gonna be honest here. I hope the brother elf dies a painful death. Guy's a dick. But honestly, I don't think the anime most of the time doesn't seem to kill any characters.
No, everything is solved in peace except for that one dragon.
Except for that one dragon. I honestly hope they do not solve this one in peace. I'm not gonna lie. That fucker deserves pain.
Then again, you know, we say that with Uchimura did just defeat the Minotauruses with his bare hands.
Yeah, that totally happened. Exactly. Yes, I remember that scene. Yeah, it totally happened.
The chill, you know, were you up to date when I sent you that screenshot, or were you still behind?
I was still behind, so I was kind of hoping that there was some truth to that picture. Ah, the bars are playing. It's one bar that's playing, it's an angel.
You know, to get those wings, you have to pay money.
What? Square Enix pinching money from from their fans again? No, they would never.
Almost wanted to hope you said pinching money from the poor.
What's the difference? At this point, the middle class doesn't exist. You're either broke as fuck or you have like you're a fucking mega bitch. There's no in between. Why are we in Lim Salaminsa anyway? Was this? Did we just keep the little guy here? Oh, we did. Well, I'm glad this subplot got resolved. It just only took an hour, but you know that's fine, right?
7 years, but
and 7 years. Don't forget that. And an hour of cutscenes, but you know, we found the cure that we already found in the first, I think.
状況は相変わらずです。暴れることはないのですが。
Shit, you're right. In every fucking way, it is it's just what the what was it? The light eaters? No.
Yeah, the light.
The sin eaters were doing the entire time.
Yes.
They were just pumping them full with their mana, with the ether.
Yes. It's the same thing. They literally said this.
リムサロミンサの会議に参加したのだけれど、出席するはずの海賊の一部が現れなくて。
Oh my god, I can't believe the meeting got cancelled.
仕方なく石の家に戻ろうとしていた矢先。
Like we have a whole plot line, our cutscenes to find a solution that we already had in the fucking first. What? I think the writers didn't have time to write something, or the developers didn't have time to put something else in the in this patch, so they decided, nah, you know what, let's just make something up.
なかなかに興味深いね。
不活性になっている魂をポークシーで活性化しつつ、記憶継承術を改変した術式で歪められた信仰心を戻す。でも 魂の活性化を先行させれば信仰心まで強めてしまう。
But you know what? With the other boy, it was a gradual recovery, so it wouldn't happen in one go. But if we're looking at this, we're gonna fix it in one go. He will be energetic and happy and all that.
Wow, wouldn't that be funny if we wait? So wouldn't it make more sense than if I were to go back to the first to help that boy, or like are we just gonna say like, nah, he's gonna get the slow recovery, fuck him.
これらは同時に行う必要があるのではなくて。
I think they are going to say fuck him.
その通りだ。
That's how much the developers cared about that subplot.
ポークシーに込めようと思う。
Didn't even give.
Obviously, this leaves us with the point of, will this solve this issue in one go? Right? Or will it also be a slow recovery?
True.
But right now, I'm just speculating.
確かに。そうすればアンジェロは2つの魔法を同時に発動できるようになるわ。
ああ。ただ、難点がないわけでもない。新たな術式を前の俺なら、クリスタルタワーから膨大な魔力を得られたが。そういうことなら、私と
It's time for some mana transfers. Alright, bitches, come on. Let's go.
久々の活動だっていうのに、やったことといえば会議くらいだもの。
ありがとな。では、始めるぞ。よし、十分だ。ポークシーに術式を刻む。
What did you say, Yustola? I can't hear it because the bards are being too loud.
本当にたくさんの魔力がいるんだね。かのアラグ文明でさえやれなかったことを成し遂げようとしてるわけだからな。アリゼ、次はそっちの番だ。実際の治療には今の魔法以上に時間も手間もかかる。集中できるように軍令部の部屋を借りよう。
Are you done?
付き添いは俺が。あんたは信じて待ってて。
I don't have any more patience. We need to have a meeting about this, guys.
作ってみせるわ。じゃあ。
では我々はあちらで待機するとしよう。アリゼたちを
Jesus fucking Christ! The bars are being loud. Oh, great. And that's how I defeated the dragon.
テンパードの治療法確立は長年万身問題を抱えていたエオルゼアにとって新たな突破口となるだろう。正直に言って私は積み食いかもテンパードかも治療の可能性はないと見て受け入れるしかないと考えていた。諦めることが現実的な大人の思考だとすら思っていたのさ。しかしアリゼは決して諦めずハルリクの治療を成功させ、そして我が妹ながら感服させられたよ。彼女の諦めの悪さ、いや厳しい現実に抗う姿勢を私も見習わないといけないね。
Remember when you guys were having like a little bitch fight in the beginning of like the game? And then we didn't see LSI for like 10 years.
Yeah, she disappeared into the ether.
少々いたたまれないな。でもアリゼが少しでも認めてくれたのなら嬉しいよ。私は彼女を怒らせてばかりの兄だからね。
Guys, he sucked me dry. That 9-inch cock was way too big. Fuck man, advanced thing sucks.
大丈夫かい、アリゼ。
He said you're next, Alpha Dot. But I'm Mill. He said he didn't care anymore.
Looking like her is enough.
Holy shit, he has voice acting. Man, it is crazy to think. It's been 7 years.
僕、あれからずっとタイタンサーマのことで頭いっぱいだったの。でも、お父さんとお母さんのことも忘れなかったよ。だから、タイタンサーマのこと考えないようにしたよ。ずっとアリーゼやみんなのこといっぱいいっぱい思い出してた
の。アリゼやあんたたちの思いはしっかり届いてたんだよ。
偉かったね、ガブ。アリーゼも偉いよ。僕の仲間たちもみんな直せる？もちろんよ。これからどんどんみんなを直してあげるからね。
それにあたってみんなにも伝え、テンパードの治療には膨大な魔力が必要なんだ。ガブはアリゼ一人で治せたが、症状が重ければこんなものじゃ済まないだろう。加えて理論上この術で治せるのは魂の変容だけだ。エーテル放射を重ねられ肉体にまで変異が及んでいる場合は、つまり
I see. So we need to have more meetings to find a better cure.
それでもガブの治療が成功したことは大きな一歩だわ。次は治療法を広めていく道筋をつけましょう。
そうなると次なる課題は治療用のポークシーをどうやって量産するかだね。第一世界で作られたものだが、原初世界でも作れるのだろうか。
Anyway, let's go back to the first so I can have more meetings.
今のことだったら頼れる人は一人よ。マトウヤに相談しましょう。私じゃなくて本物にね。
You know, in English he said so many mean words about her.
ガブは国家団のところに戻っていてね。それじゃあまた会いましょう。アリーゼ、ありがとう。
Why did 10% of the CPUs get used in OBS? I need to know. Jesus Christ, you guys are loud. Oh my god, is this a dungeon? As this will be a pain, so reminds me, I've not paid an estimate though, yeah. Oh, okay. You guys really decided to just stay here and be loud as fuck.
We're not like waiting for people to like come here? Was it their secret training grounds?
Maybe.
Now, I'm just gonna assume that these people were waiting here for people to appear so they could just start playing music out of nowhere.
It was their secret goon cave.
Don't talk to that man. That man is dangerous.
Understandable.
I'm not I'll look it up later, but that man is dangerous. I'm not gonna look into it.
It's been a while since I was in my old clothes.
Right, I'm allowed to DPS for 2 minutes.
Are you though?
No, probably not. You know, I'm not gonna change. No, I'm gonna change.
Be a rebel. Be a contrarian. Go against. Why are you going to classes like they're fucking close? Get the fuck out of here. Ennis is a walk-in closet, but for all of his fucking classes in Final Fantasy XIV. My god, a deference.
I know, right? It's great. These are some cool looking monsters. Sucks, it doesn't do anything.
Socks is just filler. It's just there to have something in the map. Graha, Justola. I take it you're ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil. No, not really actually. I can go without it. Do I have to attend the meeting?
ザルシンの元に旅立つ前に少し話をさせてくれない？まだ直接お礼を言えていないんだから。待とうや。私たちが倒れている間、肉体の維持に尽力してくれたこと。
向こうの世界の居心地が良すぎて帰ってきたくないのかと疑っていたくらいさね。
確かに名残惜しくはあったわ。異界に渡るなんて経験そうそうできることではないし。
彼女は世界の真理を追い求めて第一世界における古代文明の研究に打ち込んでいたのです。当地では魔女マトウヤと名乗り人々に慕われていたのですよ。
Why did you say that? You fucking idiot!
本名を秘する文化の人々を相手にしたとき、とっさに出た名がそれだっただけよ。
やれやれ、人の名を勝手に名乗っておきながら、その力を頼りに来るなんて、高顔無知も甚だしい。
Alphanauts, you're supposed to be better than this! Fucking idiot!
私はよくできたでしたから、死の教えに忠実なの。謎に行き当たったら、先人の知恵に当たれ。
So guys, it's a nice meeting we're having, but
そっちの若造は何者だい？
紹介が遅れて申し訳ない。この度、暁の血盟に加わったグラハティアだ。賢人たちの肉体の維持に協力してくださったことに 私からも深く感謝を。彼らが倒れたのは私の未熟な召喚術のせいだったのだから。
そうか。あんたが例のアラグの。バルデシオンのジジイから話を聞いたことがあるよ。ともかく
Man, Golov used to be in this game too somewhere. He's probably dead though.
未熟な術だかなんだか知らないが、若造の失態をいちいち叱ってやる趣味はないよ。
ありがとうございます。俺も
Actually, isn't Gara technically 1000 years old now?
やっと会えてとても嬉しい。
I have no idea.
さて、もう前置きは十分だろう。早く要件を言っとくれ。こっち。
So, yes, basically.
なるほどね。状況は把握したよ。似たような使い魔を作ることならできなくはないが。
そう。術者はアラグの高血を持つ俺だけに限定される。だから使い魔に術式を固定する作業はこっちでやろう。
となるとわしは魂を活性化させる能力を持った。しかし一匹に匹ならともかく大量に作るとなると面倒だね。こうなったら豚もどきを生み出す使い魔をいわばマザーポークシーを作ってみるかね。やれやれ、まさかもう一度。
Okay. Alright. Now what do we do? And where are we going to the Maker's Quarter? How much walking and talking do we have to do?
Oh, this. I'm guessing this would be unlocking the dungeon, actually.
My God. We live to suffer. Actually, Yanis, I don't know if you have the time for it, but we probably should. Do you want to test out Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, or maybe do you want to do that tomorrow? Like, what do you want to do?
Like doing that probably tomorrow. So.
Alright then, fair enough. Wauw, het is een Prego die unwashed.
think it's Prego. It's puro rogo. Rogo.
I know what I fucking said, you dog.
The only thing you think of is breeding.
Yes, actually. And I'll fucking do it again. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to stop here. Next time on Final fucking C14, we get a bit of gameplay and then another 4 hours of cutscenes.
That's insane. He can both tank, heal, and DPS.
Are you talking about Prego?
No, gotta.
Oh.
When it comes to the NPCs.
That's crazy. Anyway, we'll see to that. Not next week, because next week I said no, I'm working on the video. I hate my life. Tomorrow I'm playing Lords of the Fallen. Maybe I can beat that game tomorrow or Sunday, I don't know.
No, it comes down to how many hours you spent. I don't remember how far you got because I didn't watch it at all.
I got to the castle, the final beacon castle, and stopped right before that castle.
Right. Like I said, so 1 or 2 streams. Set of those things.
I'm gonna play it for 10 hours tomorrow, so you know, who knows how far I'll get within that time.
Alright.
Might beat it, actually.
First things first. Kick.
Why did you kick me? What the fuck did I do? You could have just laughed.
No. It's much more fun.
That's fuck. Yeah, that's yeah, but like, no. You should watch the Atelier opening. It would be, yeah, I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. I watched it.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait. But I have to, because
it was Ice Slap.
I did. Honestly,
That's also great.
The fucking ending caught me off guard. I didn't see that one coming. Anyway, I'll see you guys later tomorrow or like on Sunday or whatever. I don't care. I'm going to die on the inside. Bye.
We zijn er bijna.